Take two. Okay. Welcome, guys. Welcome. All right. I was muted. Yeah, we're off to a great start, guys. All right. So, welcome, friends, everybody. Welcome to the 5v5 NBA 2K League preview show. I'm gonna have some special guests with me. We were still waiting for one of the guests, but I'm gonna guess that he's not gonna be able to make it. But tonight I have Grizz, and as well as I have Coach Bigface. And Joker's here too. Perfect. So, like I was saying, I know I'm still not muted. So, yeah, here we go. But shout out to everybody who's coming to the stream. Sorry about it. You guys know I take forever to start streams. But anyway, as I was saying, so tonight we have a collective of things. We are going to be talking about the ad drop. Obviously, today we saw some ad drops happen. So we will definitely talk about that because now they are official. We will also be talking about the tip-off tournament as well as the trades that happened today. We had some very interesting trades that happened today. So we will be talking about that as well today. So... And we also may, again, you know how my streams go. They can go long, they can go short. Well, they usually go long. We know how my streams go. Okay? So we will talk about the NBA 2K League ad drop to start this up. All right? So I'm going to actually bring in the other guys. I'm just going to make sure that their cameras are on. I know Grizz said he can't have his camera on, so that is fine. Like I said, I'm going to make sure that Joker is in here. Joker said that he is. I don't see Joker, but I'll give him just a moment. But I am going to bring them in. Oh, Big Face is here. I lied. So we'll have Big Face. We'll have Big Face, and we'll have Big Face and Grizz because it looks like Joker will not be able to make it. So. Let me adjust my cameras here real quick, and we will transition right over to these guys. Again, my apologies. I know that I take forever, but it's just the way I do things. Yeah, so chat, listen. I will continue to do streams like this as long as you guys continue to support. I will not do ads. We will be ad-free, okay? I will be ad-free just for you guys. If ads are running, that's not me, it's Twitch, okay? I don't have my ads on like I used to. Please, like I said, please show support by hitting that sub button. I do appreciate it. And also make sure you guys show these guys in here, the analysts that I bring in here, make sure you show them some support too. But anyway, I'm just cutting out the cameras. Like I said, I know not everybody can, make it, so we will go on. The show will go on without Joker, or unless he does decide to join. So, all right. So, without further ado, I am going to transition over so we can actually hear them. What's good, chat? We are going to transition over right now. Let's go. And let me make sure they can hear me. Let me make sure that I unmute myself so I can make sure they can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Grizz. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Grizz ready to sign. Listen, Grizz ready to sign off. He's like, listen, man, let's get this shit on the road. Let's go. Come on.
Nah, cause you have me. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's fucked up, bro.
Listen, all right. Well, now we are going to get started. We are going to talk about the NBA 2K League ad drop real quick, and then we are going to get right into the trades, and then we will talk about the NBA 2K League tip-off coming up. First, I want to get your guys' impressions on these ad drops. So we did see that it was both Duck, and we saw that it was also as well as Bougie that were dropped. We talked about a little bit of this last week, but now it is official. With their ad drops, they both got dropped for. So Duck got dropped for Trey Dollars, and Bougie got dropped for Antoine Love. I want to get your guys' perspective on this. Now that it's official, what do you expect out of what do you expect out of these Lakers teams? Do the Lakers get better? Do the Hornets get better? Just a little kind of like, your guys' viewpoint on these moves, whether or not these teams got better.
Who you want to go first?
I mean, go ahead. You can go first.
Lakers. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think both teams got better, to be honest. But I also think that Duck should be in the league. Not so sure about Bougie. But Duck should definitely be in the league. He's did too much winning to not be in the league. Um, but I think both teams got better. Um, it just all depends on Rigby now.
Mm.
We don't really know what to expect with him, so I mean that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Eh, I mean, I think that with it was a shame to see Duck get dropped, after what he did in 3v3. But obviously now we're going into 5v5, something that Trey is actually very familiar with spam and as well as crazy back in the amateur scene. But I mean, I find it personally as a move that is more of a player move versus a coaching decision. I feel like the players kind of influenced this one to kind of pick up Trey, but I don't hate it. I think that I think that Duck is still a good player. I think he does still belong in the league. But I'm not upset about the Trey move. I mean, Lakers gave me gear to make sure that I don't say anything bad. But I will still say I feel for Duck. I think this system is kind of screwy for people like Duck, who I think would be picked up by another team if the system was a little different. And Bougie, I mean, like I said, a rookie guy comes in 3 months, it's already getting dropped for another guy. I mean, it's kind of tough. But Big Face,
To be
just
fair, I never really understood that pick anyway because he was a shooting guard, so I just didn't really understand why either him or Rigby would play point guard. But
mhm,
I mean,
yeah.
yes.
No, I mean, I kind of agree as well because Bougie was a shooting guard. It was kind of one of those picks where it didn't really make sense to me either. But I do agree. Big Face, kind of just like your thoughts on this because I know we kind of already talked about this last week.
Yeah.
But just
Uh,
now that's official.
yeah. So last week, I'm gonna leave all that where that was. We're not gonna talk about who deserves, doesn't deserve to be in the league. I think all these players are deserving. We're not gonna harp on all the negative about that. As far as these pickups go, I think both Trey and Antoine are ending up in really good situations for themselves. Trey getting an opportunity to get back in the league, especially after his great showing that he had in 3v3, I think is going to be an opportunity for him to be in a little bit more comfortable of a situation than he was last year. Antoine is an argument that he should have been in the league the past couple of years. He's been one of the more dominant guards in post draft over the past couple of years as well. So there's a clear separation between what he can do and what the undrafted players are doing. So him being in the league, this is his shot to finally really show out and show what he could do against the best talent. Um, I personally think that the pressure is on the guards that have gotten to stay for both of these teams. With Bougie getting dropped so early into his time in the league, I think Rick is going to be a lot on Rigby to really step up and show that he can be a really good two guard. I also think that now getting rid of Duck, a very proven commodity in the league, and adding Trey, someone that Spam is really comfortable with, you're kind of removing all of the possible excuses. So now you have your guys around you, you have the people you have chemistry with, you absolutely have to show out. So I think the pressure is really on the two guards that have stayed so far.
Yeah. And I think that this team overall, I mean, my expectation for the Lakers is obviously a lot different compared to this Hornets team, based off of after this ad drop. I don't expect I don't expect this, I mean, this Hornets team to make the playoffs in 5v5. But I don't think I would have expected them with Bougie and adding a guy like Antoine. Maybe it gives a little bit of a spark, but at the same time, I think that's just going to be a huge, personality clash. And with the Trey Dollars thing, I like the move a lot more just because there is a little bit of chemistry among the players, and I think that this is a team that was kind of like not happy with their 3v3 result. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but like I think they really with scrims probably weren't going the way they wanted in 5v5, so they felt like they needed to make a move. And getting a guy like Trey, who's already familiar with spam and crazy, I think it's just an upgrade in my opinion, and a guy who's really kind of like fought his way back into the league. I mean, he's a hungry guy, so like you can't really go wrong with a player like that. But again, it's definitely going to be tough. But moving on to the next segment of this, I do want to talk about the trades because we did have some breaking trades today. I was sleeping and I woke up to these trades. We saw Logic Stark get traded to the Kings and a first-round pick from the Grizz. Which I'm pretty sure that was from who's BCG? Is that Bucks Gaming? I think that's Bucks Gaming. Yeah, it's Bucks Gaming. So Bucks Gaming, it's the Bucks Gaming's first round pick from next year, and Logic Stark to the Kings. Grizz Gaming receives Dimes and a second round pick from the Kings next year. I'll give my thoughts on this. Dimes, great player. Looked amazing in the pre-draft. Obviously, just came off a title. Getting traded to a team for a bag of marbles is kind of how I look at this. I think that Logic Stark's not a terrible player, but that first round pick for the Bucks pick is likely going to be a later pick now because they already were good in 3v3, so this is already going to be a later on first round pick. So I don't really like this pick at all for the Kings. Logic Stark's not a bad player at all in any fashion, but Dimes definitely, proven himself at the center position, and this is more of just trying to get rid of somebody compared to trying to get some value back. I see this too many times with teams where it's like when a player doesn't want to be somewhere, they lose out so much on the value of a player and getting back. I mean, at least they have a first round, but still, it's like Dimes is a really good player, and it's just a damn shame that it didn't work out for them there. But I kind of want to get your thoughts, Big Face, because I see your facial expression. What are your thoughts on the Grizz picking up Dimes? What difference does this make for this team with this trade? And also for the Kings, what does this do for them?
I feel the exact opposite from how you feel. We already know all the rumors swirling around what was going on with Kings. Dimes was going to be out of the door. And whether you went and ad dropped him or you traded him, he was leaving there. So in the trade, yes, that first round pick from the Bucks isn't necessarily the highest of picks, but you've now added an asset as opposed to ad dropping him where it's also going to cost you assets. So you're getting some type of return on investment there. You got Logic Stark who's going to come in and go to lock, which now puts Bray at his best position, which is center. So you actually I don't think that this team is necessarily going to light the world on fire this season, but at least they're going to be a lot more competitive by having this lineup out there. As far as the Grizz are concerned, this was almost a great move for them. And the reason I say almost, I don't know if there's something I'm missing when it comes down to assets, but I don't understand how you have CP, you make the deal for Dimes. Everybody and their moms knew that you were trying to get rid of J-Rod in this trade. You're forced to keep J-Rod, which means he's either going to play the 3 or the 4 for you, and you don't drop him and pick up Fluke Lock. If you do what the Lakers just did and put the breakout team together. I don't understand how you bring Dimes in, and now you got an asset that you didn't want, and you're probably going to ask Spartan to play lock, which is pulling them from his best position, which is the 4. I don't get it. I think that they made somewhat of a good move, but they didn't complete the mission at all. But you're missing a piece of breakout. How do you not go? If you wanted to get rid of J-Rod, how do you not go get Vonnie? How do you not go get Fluke Lock? It's right there. It's right there.
No comment. No comment.
Yeah, you're actually muted this time, bro. You're actually muted. Yes.
Oh shit! Fuck, man! I always do this. All right. Anyway, moving on to this trade. Wholly muted. Anyway, moving on to this trade right here. This is Warriors Gaming. Warriors Gaming received a Cease and a second round pick from Cavs Legion, and the Cavs were able to get Guns and the Warriors first round pick from next year. For this trade, I felt like it was pretty even. I feel like both sides got good ends of this deal. I did like the Cavs side a little more just because they get that first round pick compared to the second round pick. I mean, Warriors upgrade their pick and roll defense, adding Cease, and I think that for the Cavs, they just get an overall star at the center position who can actually play multiple positions. He's not even truly just a center. You can use him in other spots. It's just the Warriors needed him at the center position. So you can, it's something that gives a lot of flexibility to this Cavs team. I really, I'm actually very happy for the Cavs that they got this done. But I feel like both teams kind of upgrade. Do I see where I see both these teams going in 5v5? I mean, I'm not really sure. I feel like the Warriors, they're hoping that their 5v5 side is like way better than their. Like, again, they made the 3v3 playoffs, but but I think their expectations are more on 5v5 than 3v3. So this is kind of like a chess move to kind of upgrade their defense. I'm interested to see how it works out. What are your thoughts, Grizz? Anyway, okay.
Hold on, my bad.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
I think, I mean, it was pretty even. I mean, I like it on both ends. Shit, it makes sense. You could put Yusuf at the four, let Hezzy play center. He actually was playing power forward for Warriors this year, and I didn't like that for them because I'm not really a native believer. Um, so I mean, this move makes sense. I mean, you're still gonna have native at center, so that's a big question mark, but I mean, I think both teams did pretty well. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree too. I think both teams do well, but I see Big Face over here smirking a little bit. What are your thoughts on this trade?
I understand how this ends up being an additive for the Cavs. Like you're now getting a chance to move Yusuf to the four, put Guns at center. That makes Yusuf play at a better position of his, and Guns is a really good center as well. But I really think that the Warriors got the best of this trade, man. Like Guns is solid. Cease has been on an absolute tear, and you mean to tell me in the span of the day before the draft or a couple of days before the draft up till now, you've added a former MVP to pair with your already former MVP. You got Cease now, who's probably one of the best PNR defenders in the league. You still got Keena. I think that team's about to go on a tear, to be honest with you. I think that this is probably the move that pushes them over the top in the West, my personal opinion.
Wow. Hey, listen, guys, do me a favor. Can we clip that one right there? Hey, listen, chat. I need someone to clip that one for me, just so we can go back to that one. I like that one. I like that take. I like it. Any other comments on these trades before we do move on to the power rankings and talk about that a little bit? All right.
Wait, do you think that this front court is better than the front court they had last year? Big face.
I don't know because I do think that the question marks are still out there for Native. I got to see what he turns into, but I just think that they got some really good experience. They got a really solid team, and they were already competing really well in 3v3. And then they just turned it up now that they're gonna have a better PNR defense for five. So I think that in a Western Conference that's got a lot of question marks around it, they can go on some runs with that. So yeah.
I mean, listen, I think that both these teams got a lot better. I do like the Warriors here, just in the West. I think the East is a little tough this year. I don't think that the Cavs, their only issue was, with their defense. I think their issue is more. I had to see Antoine. I had to see how Antoine is in 5v5 and see what he's going to be able to bring because he's going to kind of be like the key factor how good this Cavs team is going to be. What's up?
Don't forget him too. Fias too. They're both inconsistent.
Yes, I mean, but their entire backcourt. It's just I don't know. I'm a little nervous for this Cavs team. I think that that's something they probably should have tried to address, but it's probably likely they weren't able to get a trade.
I don't know if you have to move from them. Just I don't know. Just hope they get consistent. Like it's just all you can do. I don't think you move them.
I'll say this though: if there was one player on that team I thought shouldn't move, though, it would be C.
Yes.
If there was one player on that team that I'd go, listen, I gotta tear everything down and restart. Cease is the player I'm starting with. So that being the player that they move, I'm really wary about that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna see out the Cavs this season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little worried about it too. I think that I don't think that they probably could have not. There's probably not really many teams that wanted those two players at this time. I think a lot of teams are kind of set at their backcourt. Besides, maybe a handful, but the return on investment probably wouldn't have been good for them. But was there anybody out there in the ad drop that you guys think they could have picked up instead that would have been would have been an upgrade for them, or no? Do you think that they're just fine sticking out with this backcourt?
Yeah, no, not really.
No.
Yeah, they're where they are with this backcourt. It's just unfortunate the East got such crazy guard play.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Anyway, I think that we will move on because, like I said, I want to keep everything going. I want to keep it moving. So we are going to move over to the 5v5 power rankings, and we will finish off with the tip-off groups. Actually, we're going to go to tip-off groups instead. I want to go to tip-off groups, and then we can finish off with the power rankings. Okay. So we are going to transition over to the tip-off groups. So I did get confirmation of the groups. There will be 4 teams that come out of each group. So we will be predicting the 4 teams that are going to come out of each group, as well as we are going to predict the entire winner of this tip-off tournament. I know that these guys, they can play, they can do things on the fly. So I'm going to kind of test their minds and pick their brains on where they stand with things on this. So starting off with Group A in the Eastern Conference, we have Sixers, Gen G, Heat, Hawks, Oz Gaming, and as well as Nets Gaming Crew. The next group is going to be Cavs, Legion, Celtics, Hornets, Knicks, Magic, Raptors, Wizards. Group C is going to be Blazers, Dukes, Grizz, Kings, Lakers, T-Wolves. And the last group is Bucks, Jazz, Mavs, Pacers, Pistons, and the Warriors. Let me ask you guys, right now, 5v5, who's the group of death?
I mean, Group A. I think Group A is the group of death.
It's C.
You think so? You think it's C?
Do you see what teams in there?
What, they have T-Wolves, they have...
I think
say the team. Say the team.
Okay. I like T-Wolves Lakers.
No, say the team we're both thinking of.
The Grizz?
I'm thinking of them, but you.
Who?
Blazer 5 Gaming, nigga. Why are you trying?
Yeah.
No, Blazers is not bad. We said group of death, bro. It's A or it's D. Like, let's be real here. Is A or is D?
D has. I mean, I like A personally.
Yeah, I went A because I think there's more teams, but I think the top end D is ridiculous.
I look at that. Yeah. I look at that A group. So think about it. You have like Dre and 630 and all them for the Sixers. You have Gallo and all them with the Gen G team. You have Greens and them with the Nets. That I'm hearing a lot of remarkable things from Greens in 5v5. He looks like him in 5v5. So, I heard bad things about the Oz team. I heard it's a little rough over there in Aussie Oz. And the Hawks, I'm not sure. I have to see Gliz, you know what I mean? I have to see how they're looking over, in 5v5 in the league. I haven't really heard too much. It's not like I haven't heard anything bad, but I haven't heard anything crazy. So they're probably like one of the middle of run teams as well. I don't think the Celtics are going to be good. The Hornets, that's like a poverty. That's poverty at this point. And the Wizards, I don't know what's going on with this Wizards team. They could be good. They could be not.
Wait, poverty?
Yeah, they're
how did you get Hornets or poverty?
They're one of the bottom teams in the league. They're literally the worst team.
How?
What do you mean? Well, why would they?
What are you talking about?
How do you
Antoine, Rigby, Saint. Who the fuck is their power forward? Oh, Pluto.
You can't even name the starting 5.
You're telling me that's a bad team?
Yes.
Pluto, I'm sorry. I know you in the stream too. Oh, that's on me, bro.
No, listen.
I'm gassed, shit, bro.
I'm telling you that team's okay. That
team on paper is pretty good, bro.
Yeah, it sounds good, but they just dropped their point guard.
What does that mean?
That means that things
improved them. What? They picked up a guy who's been kicking everybody's ass, bro. Like what?
What? In post draft. In post draft.
They have an all-star shooting guard, a second-team all-center. Like what do we?
That all-star that was 2 years ago. That was an all-star shooting guard 2 years ago.
Has been a top 8 lock damn near every year that he's been in the league. How are they a bad team? I'm not getting how they're a bad team.
Saints a top 8 lock in the league right now?
He was last year.
That was last year, right?
What are we going based off of?
We can go off of the pre-draft. We can go off this year so far. We can go off of I've heard things in scrims.
You can go. What are we talking about, bro?
No, you can go off. Are you kidding me? Okay, big.
Hang on. Stuck at 3v3, bro.
No way. No way we are going to sit here. Wait, listen, you're going to tell me this Hornets is this Hornets team
He
going to
just showed he was top 8
is
last
this
season. Why
is
do we have to have
okay,
this
okay.
conversation every
It's
year?
cool. It's cool to have good individual players, but if they can't come together and win on a team, it doesn't fucking matter. So it's cool to have all
But
these.
what is
It's
your
cool.
point? How is
It's
he
cool to be an individually good player, but if you can't, if your play does not equal wins, it doesn't fucking matter.
last time Rigby played, he won a banner. What are we saying?
Was that? What do you mean? Last time Reed played, that was 2 years ago.
Why are you saying it as if it wasn't? He missed one season, bro.
Yes,
He missed
but
one season. Rigby's been a guy in the comp scene for you. What? Okay, are you on here trolling?
I'm not trolling you right now.
We are off the rails, baby.
We're okay. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Okay. Anyway, the rest of the teams in this group, I don't like the Rap. I mean, actually, I kind of like the Raptors a little more 5-5 compared to 3-3, but they got Seam. I don't know what the hell you're doing with Seam at center. I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm a little concerned about that one. And I think I think that's the worst group in my opinion. I think the B group is the worst group in my opinion. A group, I do agree with you, Big Face. It's definitely, I think the group of death. It's a really good group. There are bad teams in that group, though. Like I think that actually, there's only one bad team in that group, really. I don't know how the Heat are in 5v5. I can't really give like my gauge on them. Like I think that Kyverson might be good in 5v5. I'm not sure. Obviously, I had higher expectations in 3v3 for him. Didn't really live up to it. I'm a little concerned what we're going to come into 5v5 with him, but maybe he could be a lot better. But going back to it, so we can actually start doing our predictions on this. Starting with Group A. I'll kind of, you guys kind of formulate 4 teams. I'll start it out. I'll give my 4 teams, and then you guys kind of give me your 4 teams. So my 4 teams that I'm going to go with that are going to come out of this group, I think that the Sixers will come out of this group. Hopefully the Sixers have it together in 5v5. 3v3 was a mess. It was an absolute mess. It was, they completely fell off compared to last year in 3v3. So hopefully in 5v5 they'll be able to turn it around. I'll have the Sixers coming out of this group. I'll definitely have Gen G. I think Gen G has been focused on 5v5 since the beginning of the year. It never seemed like they were into 3v3. So I really feel like 5v5 is going to, this is where they have to show up. Then I'm going to have the Nets. And then the last team is going to be the Hawks for me. I don't think that, I'm not confident in this Heat team yet. I mean, they have all the pieces. I mean, actually, you know what? I am going to go with the Heat over the Hawks. I'm going to go with the Heat over the Hawks. I think that those are the two teams. I think that those are the 2 teams that I'm kind of debating with, like whether or not which one's going to come on top. But I do kind of like Dietrich in them a little more with their defense. So I think that defensively is what's going to kind of get them over the hump in 5v5. So I'll put the Heat as one of the 4 teams to come out of Group A. Jumping over to Grizz. Grizz, who do you think are the 4 teams that are coming out of Group A?
Not all the same teams except for the Hawks is taking the Heat spot.
So you basically have Sixers, Gen G, Hawks, and Nets.
Yeah. I think the Hawks are pretty good on paper. I mean, it just depends on how well Hotshot plays, to be honest, and C's. But outside of them two, I think they got a good look for.
So what do you think is the difference between what do you think is the X factor difference between the Hawks and Heat that's going to kind of put the Hawks over the Heat team in your opinion?
So there wasn't so last year there was a bunch of inconsistency with Beast Move and scoring. I don't know if anybody peeped that, but he only averaged around 16 to 17 points per game. And that was he kind of heated up at certain points, and then certain points it was I mean, he had his best defensive season, so it made up for it. So it wasn't too big of a deal, but Beast Move being a gray area in terms of scoring now, and then you got Kai, who's a rookie PG. It's I'm more so concerned about their backcourt than their front court, as crazy as that sounds.
Oh, that's also something crazy. I mean, I kind of understand. I mean, I understand it to an extent. I think that both these teams. I think that the backcourt it's kind of make or break in 5v5. I think you can it's one of those things that if your backcourt is inconsistent, like we talked about with the Cavs. It's one of those things that can kind of flip your season upside down. It's kind of hard to have a really good defense and have it, carry you to the promised land always. But Big Face, what are your thoughts?
Mine's slightly different than you guys's. The two teams I definitely have for sure that we all agree on are the Nets and Gen G. Those are honestly the two teams that I think are going to be the top two teams in the ticket. In the tip off coming out from this bracket. I think that they're going to kind of go on a rampage. It's clear that Gen G has been focusing on 5v5. The Nets got greens, and he's absolutely hooping out of his mind. I'm going to mash up what y'all did, though. I'm actually going to take the Heat as one of my four teams. I think that finally getting all five players on the court is going to be where we start to see everybody get activated. You're going to have the comfort for like Dietrich, Saucy, and then you're also going to see Kai kind of at his best. Now that he's got Beast Move next to him, because now you gotta stop one of them, which means somebody else is going to get open and start going crazy. Lastly, I'm gonna put some faith in the number one overall draft pick and say that the Hawks are gonna get that last spot out of this group. I feel like there's been a lot of talk about Green should have been the number one pick because of the way he showed out in threes. So I actually think that MDS is gonna come in with a chip on his shoulder and just go absolutely stupid. So those are my four for Group A.
I like it. I mean, I think that these. I mean, is there a guarantee that this Oz Gaming team, like, I won't say a guarantee, but like, no one picked Oz Gaming. Is there just like why is no one picking Oz Gaming? Do you guys just not believe in Harry, or is Harry? Yeah,
Harry.
You guys don't believe in Harry.
That's not where I'm at.
Harry.
It's not a lack of belief in Harry. I think that is ridiculous. I personally think that Oz is going to have it together by the end of the season, but I do expect him to start slower coming out of this group.
Interesting. I mean,
Harry.
So is Harry for you?
100%. I don't even have to go into details.
I mean, listen, man. I'm a big believer. I want to see a guy like Harry succeed, but it does sound like that there has been some murmurs that he's been looking a little rough from scrims from some teams. I can't confirm that it is confirmed that Oz team has been looking a little bit rough, but I do agree with I do agree that he can get better. I think this Oz team can get better throughout the year. But I think that the problem is the season's so quick, right? This is if you don't kind of put some success up in this tournament, like if you don't at least get out of your group, the turn is really your last chance before, it's like now your back's against the wall if you can't get out of this group. I mean, it's just one of those things. Yeah, Daria, it's scrims, but we just watched Bougie get cut from a team before 5v5 based off of 3v3, and we could say it was based off of scrims, but like, people say it's great. Like, I get it. People say it's scrims, but we just saw players get cut based off of scrims. So I don't want to really like hear the terminology. It's scrims. So, but as I was saying though, again, everyone's saying Harry is good. I get it. Yes, Harry looks but again, if the rumors are true, and this team is looking
They're pandering.
Yes. So I just think that this team is not going to be good. This is all I look at. But anyway, jumping over to the B group. I'm going to start out with Big Face on this one, and then I will go after Big Face. Big Face, who do you have as your 4 teams coming out of this group?
I got Knicks for certain. I got the Knicks. I got the Cavs. I got the Magic. And then I got the Wizards. I'm not counting out the Wizards.
Wizards. I don't hate it. I mean, I've been hearing that Cap, isn't too bad in 5v5. It seems like he's kind of improved upon what he did last year. He's gotten a little better, so I wouldn't be shocked about this Wizards team. I'm interested, with these other teams. What made you not pick like teams like the Raptors, Celtics, or Hornets? What's missing from these teams? These other teams have coming into this tip-off.
I was kind of on the fence.
He's baiting you.
No. I'll say it. I was kind of on the fence between the Raptors and the Magic, honestly. But I think that the separation is going to be unguardable. I think that coming into fives, the two most impactful positions are going to be power forward or whoever's your back end on the PNR and point guard. And I think that having unguardable and May is just a better duo than Mooch and Putback. That's just my opinion on that one. Um, I don't know what to expect out the Hornets yet. That's kind of a you gotta show me situation. And the Celtics, I'm kind of hot and cold on. Like I think that they could definitely sneak in, but something just tells me that this something not all the way there yet. So these are my four that I'm confident with.
Fair enough. Jumping. Actually, I'll do this one now. My four teams that I have for this group, I'm going to definitely have the Knicks. I'm gonna have. I do agree with the Cavs as well, just because I don't really think this group is that good. I don't think the Cavs are gonna be like. I think they're gonna be like a 500, 5v5 team. Like they'll be an average 500 team. I don't know how much Guns could push this team up. It's not even about Guns. It is about this backcourt and what Faiz and Antoine can do, and it really does come down to if Antoine can hit a shot. I know that he's been a lot better, and he was a lot better in the 3v3 end of things, but in 5v5, I gotta see him hit shots, man. Like it's historically just something that he's not been very good at is just greening his shot, filling the meter. That's all I need him to do in 5v5, and maybe I'll have some confidence, but. I don't really have confidence in him, but because of this group, I will take it just because I don't think this is a really good group. I will take the Magic as well. I'm actually going to go with the Raptors instead of the Wizards. I think that this Raptors team, even though I don't really like, it's a weird roster. I mean, like I said, going and looking at this roster, even from this perspective, this is the full lens of it. You have Moosh, Kazuli, Ham, Putback, and Seam. I mean, it's just everything is okay with me until I see him at center. And I'm not saying he's a terrible center. It's just that like compared to all the other centers in this league that we have, I don't know. I'd probably put Simo at like the below average at center in the league, and I don't know how much this backcourt can accelerate them because Mooch and Gazuli looked good in the pre-draft. We'll see how they look in this 5v5 end of things, but. I do have a feeling with this group that the Raptors will be able to come out as well as the Magic, Knicks, and Cavs. Grizz, who do you got?
I got Cavs. I mean, I don't. I mean, considering this group, it's really bad, and on paper, they mostly might be the best team in this group. So, I got Knicks, I got Wizards, and then I got Hornets. I ain't gonna lie, like the last three teams, like their problem is they reek of like average. Like they're just all so incredibly average. Like I can't think of a more average 2 through 5 than Magic Gaming. Like May is as average as it gets at center. Maddie slightly above average. You got Jarvis average. Like it Oreo extremely average. Like I don't know. Like them other teams is just mad average.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do agree. I mean, part of me, you do sell a good point. I do kind of like that now that I look at it, I do kind of like the. I like that.
There's a very high ceiling for what Hornets can do relative to everybody else in this group. Because I ain't gonna lie, I don't
What is
like.
The
I
ceiling?
don't really know.
What is the ceiling for them?
I think they're a playoff team. On paper, they can make playoffs, but it all comes down to what we see from Rigby, what we see from Antoine Love. I think Crown, Saint, and Pluto gonna be straight. I don't see nothing being too wrong with that front court, but the back court just gonna be a gray area. But I mean, at the end of the day, Rigby was an all-star shooting guard last time he played, so it'd be wrong for us to just assume he's just ass now based off of close to nothing. We haven't really seen him play all that much, so it's not like. I mean, I think they'll be straight.
I mean, you're giving him benefit of the doubt, but like we haven't seen him play in over a season. And then you also got a question mark at PG coming in. Because, yes, Antoine's been absolutely dominating post draft, and he's done that every post draft he's been in. He's going against league players in mass for the first time. So, like, I don't
Going
know.
based off of what they could do, but none of these other teams shock me as like, I mean, none of these other teams
Like, wow, I get
give
that.
me the vibe that they could really do anything too great anyway. Like my next up team wouldn't even be Magic. It would be the Celtics.
Okay.
Like I don't see anything too incredible about the Magic outside of unguardable. And even then, like we don't know what we're getting as it seems right now. Cause like we all thought they were going to be a lot better in 3v3, but it just didn't turn out that way. And I mean, I don't really think that like any their 2 through 5 really wows me at all. I mean, the whole Raptors team just doesn't wow me whatsoever. I think Gazuli will be pretty solid, but outside of that, I don't
Uh,
really know what else they could do.
I think that people were holding on to the
last year.
Magic's last year running 3v3.
Yeah.
And so many teams got better at 3v3 because they finally took the time to like really like put a team together for it and prep them for it. So I think that that's why they kind of underachieved there. Not that they don't have it in place. I do think that uh Oreo's a lot better than you give them credit for. And I also think that the gap between unguardable and almost every other PV in this group is so massive that like that's where I think the separation comes. I think that it's a little too many question marks with the Hornets out there guards before we even get to the rest of the team to not count about how large that gap can be with unguarded.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys a
That's
question?
fair.
Can I ask you guys a question with the Magic? Do you think that they
What's up?
missed out on an opportunity of getting a guy like Score Season in this ad drop period when they could have dropped? Do you think?
No.
You don't think that they? You don't think they did?
I don't really know if that like how much more of an upgrade is that from Varsity?
I mean, I think that Score Season has been looking really good. I mean, you
He
talk about
no no no.
you talk about
I don't think that you like. I said he's an above. He's slightly above average as a shooting guard. So like, what would you take if Score Season was to come into the league now? Where would you put him? Because that I mean, Jarvis wasn't like he was the better out of the two of his backcourt in the last team he was on, and he played like pretty well. So I don't
he
like
played well. He played
he wasn't
well.
he was
I
he
just
wasn't
think
no terrible.
I just think for this Magic team, I got a guy like Symptoms. I mean, I feel like we've kind of seen his ceiling, and I kind of like I'm not trying to pick him apart, but like I think that I think that it would have been a good idea for this Magic team to try to test the ad drop with some of these players like a Score Season and pick them up and exchange them for Symptoms. I'm just like looking at certain. I'm not saying just Symptoms, but I think that like there's just like I feel like this Magic team should have been one of the teams that tested the water in this ad drop.
Maybe I just don't like that move because I think he's the second best player on the team though.
I see where you're coming from. I personally think that I'm fine with them not doing the ad drop. I do think that this season will probably end up being a better shooting guard than Jarvis, but I can't critique the instability and the like constant flux that was happening with the Hornets and then not give credit to Magic for staying pat. They were the only team this draft that didn't have a draft pick because they said, hey, this is our 5 and this is what we're going to go with. And they're actually giving that team the time to like put it together and thrive. So I'm going to reward continuity here and say that like I think that it was smart for them to stick with their 5, not go ahead and drop Jarvis or drop anybody else.
Yeah, plus like Jarvis was like I placed him like top 11, 12. He wasn't no bad shooting guard last year. Like he was like 11, 12. He wasn't no like slouch.
It's more of just like a fit. I mean, again, I get why they have Symptoms on the team. He's more of just kind of like a fit for a guy like Unguardable. It is more of a fit situation compared to. I think that a player that would have been really good next to him would have been Chess, in my opinion. I know that Chess puts the ball on the floor a lot, but I like Chess personally next to a guy like Unguardable. But in my opinion, I think that this Magic team. I do agree with you that it is very average. It is a very average team in my eyes. I'm actually going to switch to the Wizards for my Magic pick. I'm going to switch to the Wizards with the Magic because after kind of like looking at their roster a little more.
Hey,
You're saying
hey, look, this is progress, man. Look, no, this is good. This is good.
He said we almost fit.
This progress. Look.
He said, "No, all you got to do is get that Uprising logo out of there."
Yeah, I don't know why that's. You tried to sneak that shit in there like we ain't noticed.
Yo, Chris, tighten up, bro. That's wild. That's wild. Nah, I think the Raptors is gonna be solid, bro. I just think that the tip off is gonna be where we see some real shaking happening.
Yeah. Well,
right.
Anyway, moving on to Group C. We have Blazers, Dukes, Grizz, Kings, Lakers, T-Wolves. I'm going to start. Who started last time? Was it you, Big Face? Did you start last time?
Nah, Grizz did.
Okay, you start this time.
All right. So I got my two does are going to be T-Wolves and Dukes. They're getting in. So T-Wolves and Dukes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Blazers, and I'm going to take the Blazers, and I'm going to take the Grizz. Those are going to be my
hoops
out of this.
Ball.
Well, who do you got? Who do you got, Grizz?
B5, obviously. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even remember the other teams, to be honest.
I can pull them up for you real quick. Here, you want?
Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. B5, T-Wolves. Wait, hold on.
This Grizz team
wait, can you go back to the group? Cause wait, I'm looking at your Discord screen.
Yeah. My bad. Here, I got you.
Yeah, give me T-Wolves, B5, Lakers, and Dukes. Actually, oh no, I'm not like. Oh no, hold on, because I don't like Kings. I gotta stay strong on my Kings take. Only because I made a take earlier. I made a take. Yeah, Kings guard gaming. like, why you say it like you just confused, bro?
Okay.
They still got Bash. They still got Reg. They got Bray.
Okay.
Like what? I really got to stay strong on that take. B5. Why is B5 not in there?
I'm working. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Hey, they the first team.
They the first team. You the number one B5 fan.
Yeah. No. That's not even me being a fan. They're low key. Do we not think they're the best out of this group?
No, we do not.
No,
they're not. They're not bad, but they are not the best out of this group, dog.
When there's a T-Wolves team, there's a T-Wolves team in this group.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? Again, I know that this is a team.
Better?
This is a team that was a number one seed last year, and this is a team that come on.
Okay, what does that mean?
You just went on a whole you just went on a whole harp earlier about the Hornets past, and now I can't go on a harp about the T-Wolves past. This is a team that's had the number one seed.
They're not okay, but you act like they're not beatable, bro. B5 might be the best team in this group. That's all I'm saying. Don't be surprised. If that's all I'm saying.
Up in the top 4 out of 6 teams is 2 different things right now. Like, hold on,
bro. All right, y'all trolling me. Okay, but that's my take. Those are.
You tell me 4 teams are going to be better than the T-Wolves? 4.
No, I know what he's. Listen. Let's bring it back. I'm gonna put my
trolling. Why does Benzo think I'm trolling, bro? I'm not trolling. I genuinely think B5 is gonna be the best team out of this group.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go with T-Wolves. I'm gonna go with T-Wolves, Lakers, Grizz, and I'll go with B5. I think.
Okay, so we all have B5, but whenever I say something like they can be.
No, we like B5, but they're not the best team in the group. They're not.
Okay, whatever. All right, so when they're the best team out of this group, what's gonna happen?
Congratulations! Like, what do you want me to say? You were right.
I'll say I'll send you my cash app. I'll send you my cash app.
I'm dead. All right. So, what is it about? Is there a team that none of us should? Well, let me ask you real quick, Big Face. Why don't you have the Kings, and why don't you have who are you missing? Lakers. Well, actually, I want to ask you about the Lakers. I'm actually curious.
Yeah.
What's wrong with why don't you like the Lakers?
It's not a matter of what's wrong. I think that they're gonna need a little time to get that team right. Trey coming in, Spam has been a little up and down in threes, so like I think he's just going to need a little bit of time to get comfortable. So I just don't see them coming out in the tip off and lighting the world on fire. They might be able to turn around towards like the second half of it. And if I were to take a team out in fives to put the Lakers in, it would be Dukes. But I think Dukes is going to ride that momentum that they had from 3v3 for a little bit and at least get into the playoffs for the tip off.
And who did you not pick, Grizz? Who did you not like? You didn't like the Lakers either. Why didn't you like the Lakers?
Lakers. Lakers. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with Lakers, but I just don't see them getting better than the two. I don't.
What do you guys see in the Dukes team that makes them like better? Like, I'm just curious. Like, what you guys see in that Dukes team? Vandy.
I like Vandy a lot. Killy. It depends on how Killy wants to play. Because Kelly's like, he's a year-to-year guy. You don't know what kind of Kelly you're about to get. I mean, in 3v3, it's kind of like, you know what you're going to get. But fives, like 2K21 next gen, he was like that. 2K22, pretty forgettable.
Early in the game, Kim is what will like set you apart, and they probably got the best like grouping of chemistry outside of the T-Wolves, personally.
Yeah.
Hellscap's really good. He's like that. Listen, he's like that. I like him. Beezus.
Yeah,
I've been hearing really good thing about Godlike.
Listen, man. I mean, they're running a popper build with him. From what I'm hearing, it sounds like that he's been using a shooting big for center. So I mean, he's a good shooting center. So we'll see how that works out in 5v5. I get it in 3v3, but I'm sorry. Dukes, I don't have them in 5v5. I'm not saying they're going to be terrible. I just think they're not going to be like out of this group. If I was going to pick, I don't think they're getting out of this group.
Why is everybody hating on B5 in the chat? Why is it so crazy to y'all that like, bro, y'all act as if like their foundation is just awful. Like they have a pretty good PG. I mean, Chaos was like top 5 at his position last year. Then you got Jomar. I mean, it's Jomar. You like, so I'm not really getting what's so crazy about the concept of them being good. Like everybody in the chat acting like this is just some profound fucking take or something.
Anyway, we'll move on to the last group and then we'll get into our power rankings. So you have Bucks, Jazz, Mavs, Pacers, Pistons, Warriors. I'll start this one off. In my opinion, first team I think that's going to be good in 5v5 is going to be this Bucks team. I think that this Bucks team is going to come into 5v5, and they're going to be the best team in this group, in my opinion. I think they're going to kind of return back to what they were last year in 5v5, kind of come into this a little better this season. Next team that I like in 5v5, I do like this Pacers team. After 3v3 being a complete mess, I expect them to kind of turn it around in 5v5. As well as the Pistons, I think will be good, and then I think the Warriors are going to be good. I think that these are the 4 teams, in my opinion, that are coming out of this group. I'm going to be shocked if you guys have different teams. I kind of want to hear. I want to hear from you first, Grizz. I want to hear what 4 teams you have first.
All right. First question: how was the Pacers wrecking 3? They were pretty good. No,
I expected them to be a lot better. Is my point.
Okay.
I had much higher expectations of that Pacers team to be good in 3v3 than just be a subpar team. I like it's one of those teams that like I think that should have been like
subpar though. They really got out of the playoffs like last second. Like it was like a last second push that got them out of the playoffs.
Yeah, but they're they were in the middle of the pack. That's a subpar team. It's a middle average team.
Like, what did you expect with like chess at PG? Like I mean, they had a sharpshooter playing 3v3. Like what?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't expect Chess to
I
be
mean
the.
that. I mean that's your take. That's your take. No, no, no.
I didn't
forgot.
expect.
You're
I didn't
asking mine.
expect Chess. I didn't expect Chess to be that guy, like to be their guy in 3v3 in the first place. Is my thing. Like, I
Right on.
that kind of threw me off. Is where it all started. So, but
Okay, so with my teams, I got Bucks being the best. Um, I got Warriors.
okay.
Um, I got Pacers too, and I think I'm gonna take Mavs over Pistons. And that might just be me being biased, but at the same time, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't think that Mavs team is gonna be all that bad. I mean, they got Kenny, they got Reed, they got what's his name, Jarsity. They got well, I mean, let me take that back because I don't think he sold my point. But Glow's pretty good. I mean, like they got a pretty decent foundation. Plus, they got Dave Fry a head coach. I like this Mavs team going into it, and I might be biased, but like the Mavs team, pretty solid. I mean, plus I'm not like a big fan of like sharpshooters no more. And B Rich kind of just came off like, I mean, easily his worst season. And I mean, he was hit or miss. Like some days he was really good, some days he wasn't. Like a lot of people focus their attention on Cap, but B Rich wasn't like he wasn't the normal B Rich that we normally see. And then I mean, you pick him up. Plus, I mean, I think I'm a little uncertain on bag motion in 5v5 as well.
Oh.
He was a little up and down last season. You didn't really know what you were going to get with him too. So, I mean,
So I'll say this. All right. Actually, Big Fish. Let me get your teams first, and then I'm gonna comment on the Mavs team.
Okay. I think the Bucks are going to be in for certain. That's pretty obvious. I also think the Warriors will be in.
Mhm.
For 5v5, I got the Pistons coming in third. And then I'm kind of wavering back and forth between the Pacers and the Jazz. I think that the Pacers probably have a better better collective five, but it's so hard to count Rhea out, man. I feel like he might drag them boys kicking and screaming if he has to. So I'm gonna say Jazz. I'm gonna say Jazz.
Okay. I do like the difference of opinion because I'm gonna ask both you guys. So with this Mavs team, I understand what you see on paper. You like, but I'll be honest, I don't like what again, I'm a little bit worried about Kenny Zeus. I mean, I go off of
okay.
conversations and what people are talking about. It's like they have I think they have all good all the players look good on paper, but Kenny Zeus is kind of one of those guys I'm
I
a little
agree.
concerned with. I think that when we compare him to the other teams that are in this group, I look at that Pistons team and I look at the Mavs team, and I'm just like, okay, Ant is looking like he's having, Ant looks like he's, been him this year. I mean, we saw what he did in the pre-draft. If 5 out can work in the league, and I'm not sure, I don't have confirmation on how well 5 out is in the league, but if it can work in the league, I don't see why this Pistons team won't be one of the better teams in 5v5. I just think that if you ask me to pick somebody to shoot a shot for my life, or to hit a game winning shot for my life, I'm going Ant season before I go with Kenny Zeus. And I'm just looking at the two players like at the point guard position because it's quarterbacks of the team. You need these guys to perform in order to win championships and to be a winning team. I'm going to go with the Pistons. I just feel like I can't take the Mavs over the Pistons team. The other three teams, I think we're all pretty set on the Bucks and Warriors. Pacers, it's kind of like again like I think this Pacers team again. I think that this 5v5 end of things is going to be a lot better. I mean, you have Greenlight, you have Chess, you have Range, Jay Snags, and Rain. I mean, it's another team that does look good on paper, but it does come down to all right, what is Greenlight going to be in 5v5 this year? I mean, he's been good in the past, but we'll see. Like, what is he going to be? This is where the Pacers need to be good because if they're not good here, then there's a huge issue. So, but with the Jazz, I mean, I get the Rhea, man. Rhea is this is a guy that can go out there and do crazy things, man. Like Rhea is Rhea. So like I think that's kind of what it is. Just like our mentality is more that it's just Rhea's a dog. So it's kind of hard to pick against Rhea, but in the same sense, like this backcourt, I'm terrified with they're in 5v5. I think Rick Khan was he's a good player. Kelmav, I mean, he has his spurts here and there where he's good, but putting them up against these other backcourts, like this would have been a good backcourt maybe 2-3 years ago, but in today's league, I just think this backcourt is one of the bottom 5, maybe bottom 3 backcourts in the entire league right now.
I mean, this team wasn't necessarily built for 5s.
I know, and that's the thing. Like they're not built for 5s, but that's why I won't take them in anything in 5v5 this year at all. No matter how much Rhea could like backpack as much as he wants, but he plays center. He doesn't play point guard. Like this is gonna be like a situation where we start seeing like them experiment with things and seeing like Rhea on point guard or something, bro. Like I'm worried about this team at 5v5.
Wait.
I don't think they'll experiment with positional swaps. I think they might experiment with sets and like trying to like develop Rec into that guard that they want him to be.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I think it might catch some people off guard because you're gonna have like this group already has some of the weirdest play that you've seen in 2K. You got green light on the Pacers. You got freaking Peyton Manning or Kina on the Warriors. Like you're just gonna see a lot of weird plays. So I think Group D is gonna be really brutal, but it's also gonna be really unorthodox. So I can see, hey, we steal a win here or there, and we sneak into being one of the 4 teams. Like that's how I see it.
Yeah. Teams every year in this tournament do sneak in. So I don't hate the Jazz pick because it's like one of those like wild card picks in my opinion. It's just I think that if I was to say the team I think that's going to be the worst in this group, it's probably going to be Jazz Gaming in my eyes. But if they do surprise me, I mean, kudos to them. But this is a tough group. I think D is a lot better than I thought. I think A and D are definitely like the 2 toughest groups in my opinion. I don't think either B or C is that good. I think B and C have a lot of. I think B and C have a lot of holes. I don't like. There's a lot of good teams in the league now. It's not like a couple years ago where like we had a lot of clear bad teams. There's a lot of good teams in the league.
Yeah, that T-Wolves team is kind of a hole. I do agree.
Anyway, who do you guys have winning the tip-off? I'm gonna start with you, Big Face. Who do you got winning the tip-off?
I got Gen G. I feel like it's going to come together. They've been really focused on 5 since they got into market, and they got some dogs at every position. So that's my prediction.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Grizz? Who do you got winning this entire tournament?
Probably B5.
All right, so you got B5. Okay. Hang on. Are you trolling? Are you trolling?
I'm so dead ass.
Bottom of his heart.
Okay, I think the problem is that y'all have like thought of B5 a certain way. So now anytime anybody thinks highly of B5, y'all just assume everybody thinks that like it's a troll. They had one year where they were the 2012 Bobcats. It's okay. We moved past it. Nobody from that team is here, bro.
Ticket, so let's not do that. I think B5 is going to be a solid team. I do not think they are winning the tip-off, bro.
Why the best team wins like these banners though? Like it's never we've only seen one team that won a banner win a championship. So why are we acting as if like there hasn't been more random shit that has happened?
Yeah, but not this random this soon.
Bro, y'all saying it like I don't know, but I got B5. That's a serious take. So, I mean, y'all can clip it. I don't give a fuck.
All right. So you want B5 as your winner?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put B5 as your winner. I mean, listen. If this, it's either he's gonna be really wrong or he's gonna be really right, and we're gonna look like idiots. All right.
I would be so happy if we look like idiots because I got love for everybody that's over there at that org. So like I'd love to see them win, but like realistically, I don't think they're winning the tip off. It's not hate, it's not shade, bro.
Yeah,
Did y'all have them being good in threes?
no, I haven't been good at anything.
Okay. Okay. No, I was just making sure.
Wait. They won.
No. I mean, no. Listen, no. I just want to make sure.
Hey, let me say something. No, let me say something.
No.
No,
But
let me. So
yeah, Sixers.
we're throwing a parade. We're throwing a parade for a team that won the losers tournament.
You act as if they didn't beat Rec Combos and Jazz
respectfully, you
Gaming
literally
and a
did that
good
with
team.
Magic from last year. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
call
They
that.
beat the Jazz Gaming team that was good. Also, the Magic team last year played well in threes. So why are we acting as if like they got worse? They obviously got worse, but it's not as if like those were bad teams that came out of the ticket. What are you saying? You try to bring up Magic Gaming as if like it was supposed to be like they were good. They made it out of the ticket because they were good. Y'all act like they played bums. They beat Jazz Gaming in the finals, which on paper, since I say I love on paper so much, was one of the better 3v3 teams in general on paper. I mean, it didn't result like
Listen,
that,
man.
but
I want B5 to shock the world. All right, I have all love for B5. I love the guys on there, but I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I mean, listen. If they win this tournament, you're gonna look like a genius. You're gonna look like an absolute genius if they win this tournament.
and
I'm
that's all I'm saying, bro.
gonna go with man. I do like that. That Gen G team. I think is gonna figure it out later. I really do. I don't think the T Wolves. God, I don't know. I like T Wolves. And no, the Sixers are not going to win the tip off. I don't think they're. I think that they have a lot of issues, in my opinion. I think they have good names, good players, but I don't know if they. This is not like the previous tip offs. This tip off is in the middle of the year. Usually the Sixers can get you early in the year, but I don't think this is going to be their tournament this year. I think that I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Nets. I'm gonna go with a team that I think has one of the best players in the world right now in the game, and I think that we kind of got a little taste of it in 5v5. I mean, in 3v3. But I think now that we're in the 5v5 mode, I think that we're gonna officially see why Greens is one of the best players. I think by next year, Greens is going to be, either one or two at the point guard position in the league. By the end of the season. So I'm gonna go with the Nets to win this tip off and to completely flip the table and everyone basically saying that the Nets are the best team in the league. I'm going to go with the Nets here. But, man, so with your guy, with this being said, this is our predictions for the tip-off groups. What is one team on here, Big Face, in all our predictions that you have there is no chance that you think that they are the one that gets out of their group? Like out of our picks, out of our picks, like from me and Grizz, what is one team that you absolutely like that we're just so far off on?
As in, I don't think they're gonna make the four that you got selected.
Yes, like it's just there's no like it's our worst pick. What's our worst pick in our?
I'm gonna go Mavs.
Yeah, I kind of expected that. I kind of expected that. I mean, that's real. I feel like they're the most replaceable team there.
Yeah,
I'm not. I mean, they're solid, but I'm not like.
So here's the thing. Like, we're not the most confident in Kenny. Cool, that is what it is. But a team that's coached by Dayfry, a team that's supposed to be kind of coming together like that, I would expect a bit more attention to detail. And I watched them blow some phenomenal leads in threes. So I just don't have any confidence that attention to detail is going to be ready when fouls comes around. So I just don't see them being ready out the gate.
My only issue with them is they don't truly have like what seems like a star player whatsoever.
So player, you need to be super disciplined. Like that's how you win. You got to be like completely. You can't make mistakes if you're not going to have somebody that can just go out there and beat Thanos. So, yeah.
Chris, what
that's
about
kind of what Mavs Gaming banked on last year with Jerry. I mean, the guy was ridiculous, but I don't know if they have anybody like that. Like Glow's good, he's good, but like he's not gonna be the guy that just full blown wins you games.
Okay, that's fair enough. Who do you think, Grizz, is the worst pick on here for me and Big Face? Like, what? Just the team that you look at, you're just like, is our worst pick?
Jazz.
Jazz.
Oh wait, nah, because it might be Magic. No, I take it back. It's Jazz. It's Jazz.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
because I was gonna say Magic, but like I don't know. Unguardable might have something in his bag, but I just don't like. I don't know. I mean, I think everybody is gonna be the guys that they are. Like I think like we know what we're gonna get with all of those players. To be completely fair, it's just not much. It's Yeah, I mean, they're just kind of all average or below league average slightly. None of them are necessarily ass, but none of them are necessarily that guy besides unguardable. And even then, like, he's a 50-50, right?
yeah,
So, I mean,
fair enough. Yeah, I think that the worst one's the Hornets for me. I don't think this Hornets team is going to be good. I think that the moment there's any type of adversity, this team is going to, freak out on each other. I think they're going to be screaming at each other. I think if this team does make it to the stage, they could be a threat because, like, I think that they would be very like loud, energetic. Like, this is a team that I think would play better on the stage.
oh,
But
nah. I just thought about it. Yeah, Hornets might be the worst one. Actually, I might have to change that one. Because I didn't even realize their personalities.
No.
Their personalities actually might be the most dog shit. Hold on. Yeah, nah. Let me look in that group again. Give me something.
You just want
Think them out, bro. I forgot they got Crown, they got State, they got Pluto.
Oh, no.
I don't know what I was thinking. Take it off.
No, it's on there.
They're very talented,
Bro, it's locked in. You locked it in.
Take it off, bro. I can't live up to that take, bro. I cannot.
No. Please clip that one. Please, somebody clip that one, bro. That.
I take it back, bro. Nah, that is gonna be the funniest.
Bro, you just went on a whole thing about this team on how they got Rigby. They got all these guys. They're not gonna be that bad.
You've been picking individual
Not that their personalities.
Bro,
they gonna be bro. I took it back. I'm so sorry for that take, bro. I'm so sorry. And Hornets, I think y'all are all fantastic players. But Hornets got to be a mess
the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
That's what we were saying.
No. I take it back. Take them off.
All right. We're gonna move on to the 5v5 power rankings. All right.
I should have listened, bro. That's on me, chat. That's on me. I turned y'all into the game, bro.
Oh my god. All right, hang on. Let me find where I have this at. All right. So we are now gonna do a quick rundown of just our playoff teams coming into 5v5. I want to ask you, Grizz, right now. I'm putting you on the fly. Let me actually copy and paste all these teams in so you can see all the teams. 5v5 wise. This is early, before any games have been played. This is why I'm asking this now, so no one has any biases once they see those teams walk out there in 5v5. What are your 6 playoff teams right off the bat? Give me 6 playoff teams. So blue is good.
Which conference?
East. So I have the East. It's going to be in blue, and then the red is going to be the West.
Okay. So East, give me Sixers number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Nets number 2. Give me Genji number 3. Give me Knicks number 4. Cavs number 5. Hawks winning it through the ticket.
Wait, so you have? Say that one more time. I'm sorry, it was like going slow for me. Who you have number 1?
I got Sixers.
You got Sixers number 1. as your number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. You
Yeah.
had, did you say Gen G after that?
No, Nets.
You had Nets after that. Okay.
Then Genji.
Then you had Gen G.
Then Knicks.
Okay, so the Knicks were 4.
Cavs.
Cavs 4. I mean 5?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And then Hawks 6.
And then the Hawks are 6. All right. I'm just catching up here. Slow. So I'm just gonna get everyone's teams and then we'll talk about it. I'm just gonna have everybody's rankings. Okay. You said Cavs 5, and who'd you have 6?
Hawks.
Hawks. Okay. Big Face. Who are your 6 teams in the Eastern Conference that you have?
Okay. In the East, I got the Nets as the 1 seed.
You have the Nets as the 1 seed.
I got the Nets as the 1 seed. I got Genji as the 2.
You have Gen G as the 2.
I got the Knicks at 3.
You have the Knicks at 3.
I got the Sixers at 4.
Sixers at 4.
I got the Wizards at 5.
Wizards at 5.
And then I think NBL Oz wins the ticket. I don't think that they finished the regular season at 6, but I think they win the ticket.
Okay.
Chat reacts the same way they reacted whenever I said B5 is good.
Oh wait, who did you have 5, Big Face? I'm sorry.
I had the Wizards 5.
Okay, that's who it was. And then who did you have at 6, Chris? I'm sorry, I'm just going through this.
He had the didn't you say the
Hawks.
I had Hawks.
Hawks, my bad.
Yeah, it's Hawks. That's what it was. Okay. All right. So these are our Eastern Conference. I'll give mine real quick. Number 1, I think, is going to be the Nets. I'm going to go number 1 with the Nets. I do like Gen G at at the Eastern Conference. I like Gen G at 2. I like Gen G at 2. Number 3, I'm going to go with the Sixers at 3. I think the Sixers are still going to be, they'll still have 5v5. I mean, I think 3v3 was just one of those things where kind of just got out of whack and it just didn't work out. But I think 5v5 will be a lot better for them. 4, I mean, it should be the Knicks. 5 and 6. I'm very mixed on which you guys have something way different than I would look at. I'm gonna go with I think that the Heat is gonna be a sneaky team in 5v5, and I'm gonna go with the Heat as my 5th seed, and then I'm gonna go with the Hawks as my. Actually, I'm gonna switch the. Actually, no, I'll keep the Hawks at 6. I like
the Hawks winning the ticket. Hawks winning the ticket.
I'm gonna go Heat winning the ticket. Actually, I'm gonna switch them vice versa. I'm gonna go Heat winning the ticket, and I'm gonna have the Hawks as my 5 seed.
Not bad picks.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go over to the Western Conference now. I'm gonna start with you, Big Face, on this one.
Okay.
Who do you got as your playoff teams over here?
I got the Warriors as the 1 seed.
Warriors as the 1 seed. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I got the Warriors at 1. I got the T-Wolves at 2.
T-Wolves at 2.
I got the Bucks at 3.
This Western Conference is wow. Okay. Yeah, Bucks at 3.
I got the Pistons at 4.
Pistons at 4.
I'm going to make a change to what I originally had on what we sent in. I'm still going to keep Grizz at 5.
Grizz at 5.
Hmm?
And who's at 6 for you?
And I'm going to take the Lakers winning the ticket.
Wow, I like that one.
I like that. We'll break this down more, guys. I just want to get all the teams on here because I didn't have a chance to update this. And you said Lakers. All right. I'll jump over to you, Grizz. Who do you got as your 6 teams in the West going to the playoffs?
Okay. Number one, I got B5.
Okay, so come on.
Bro, okay. Can y'all please stop thinking that I'm trolling?
I ain't say that. I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word.
No, he thinks that I'm trolling.
You gotta be, bro.
I'm so serious when I say this.
Okay.
Why do I? Okay, so I get hate whenever I go based off of the paper, but then when I go off the paper, it's also a crazy take. Like, bro, what the fuck am I supposed to say? Like,
all right,
damn if I do, damn if I
B5,
don't.
okay, B5 number 1. Who you got number 2?
Okay, number 2, I got T-Wolves. Hello?
All right, I got you. T-Wolves number 2.
I got Bucks number 3.
Bucks 3.
Warriors 4.
Warriors 4. And
I got Pistons 5.
Pistons 5.
And then I got Lakers. Actually, no. I got Kings coming out of the ticket.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's nice to hear.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear different opinions because I think there's 0 chances Kings team ever makes playoffs this year. But
Why do you believe that they're not good?
well, first of all, they just traded away one of their best players on their team, in my opinion.
No, he was the best player. I agree with that.
They just traded their best player away for Logic, who again, look at this Grizz team. You still have J-Rod. I mean, not J-Rod.
He's not that bad.
No,
Okay.
no.
I think we're going a little far on Logic.
Okay,
He's not that bad, bro.
I'm not saying he's bad, but it's just like, I mean, I guess you move Bray. I guess you're moving Bray to center. You have Carey at power forward and Logic at lock. I mean,
I'm not a big fan of the trade because of the value they got back, but I can also acknowledge that Logic Stark is not an ass lock. Like,
I just don't know. I just don't know how
He's not
good.
ass.
I don't know how good Bash and Reg are going to be because I feel like these are 2 guards that are going to clash at one point if one is not performing. One guard's going to want to play point guard over the other if someone's not performing. And
No, Bash doesn't want to play PG. I can tell you, Bash doesn't want to play PG, bro.
I'll
He
tell
will
you,
happily sit there.
but if
for
you're
years.
if you're a PG and you're watching your PG shit to bed, you're telling me that in the back of their head they're not thinking, man, I could do that better. Like you're telling me there's
He
no
did
thought of
last
that.
year with Seldom, remember?
So that's what I'm saying. You don't think that's gonna happen with this Reg
He
situation?
also his backcourts have not been like the most ideal thing on the planet. Like he had Sema, I mean not Sema, Screddy. Like his backcourts have never been like jaw dropping anyway. And you get a rookie of the year back like PG. So I'm not like I get it. He's not the same player that we knew, but like Reg wasn't bad last year. Like I mean, do we not remember all the runs he had? Like he was up and down, but like he wasn't no bad PG. And Bash, hit or miss. He's kind of a hit or miss. As it stands right now, anyway, he's a hit or miss. But like, I don't know. Like, we didn't see much of Bash either of last season. So like, we're going based off of like a weird little sample size. So, I mean,
fair enough. I'm going to go with my West teams. I'll tell you my West teams. I think the number 1 seed is going to be T-Wolves Gaming again. I think T-Wolves Gaming is going to take this number 1 seed again. I think that up next is going to be the Bucks at 2. I think it's going to be a battle between the Bucks and T-Wolves all season. So I think that they're going to go back and forth with the 1 and 2 seed. I think the 3 seed is going to be. I like this Warriors team, but I also think that I have a weird hunch about this Pistons team. If they can figure it out, if Ant can figure out how to do 5 out in the league, I really do think that this Pistons team could be good. I'm going to put them at 3, and then I'm going to put the Warriors at 4. I think the Warriors team will be good. I just think that with Native at center, I'm interested to see how that's going to pan out. I think they have. I think they have a good pick. I mean, they have Cease upgrades their defense, but you have Native at center. I have to see him in the 5v5 and how good he can be in the league. At this center position. So it's tough. It's not necessarily that he's a bad center. It's just that there's a lot of really good centers in this league. It's one of the positions that has a lot of depth in it. So I'll be interested to see how he competes, among other centers in the league. 5 seed. Do any of you guys have the Grizz?
I do. I got the Grizz.
Okay. I was gonna say, all right, I'm gonna put the Grizz in the playoffs too. I like this Grizz team. And I think that are you ready for this one? All right, he's about to erupt. I'm gonna put. Actually,
do it.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm bugging. Wait, I just came back into the. Wait, he got Grizzlies at 5, but I'm the one being accused of trolling? What the fuck? All right.
Actually,
I'm being accused of trolling.
I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna do Lakers at 5. Or no, I'm not Lakers at 5. Yeah, actually, yeah, I like the Lakers more. I like the Grizz. I like
a lot. Big face. Have you been told you look like Maddie?
What happened?
You kind of look like Maddie, bro. Like the one from Magic. I'm not even like.
I don't. I'm not saying you trolling. I just can't confirm or deny. I don't think I've ever looked at him to know.
Type shit. I look at him a lot.
I mean, I have a picture of him right here. Wait.
Talk about
Wait.
Come out the way I wanted it to.
Nah, hang on. Hang on. Let me make this picture bigger.
Somebody clip that. I need that clip. That's nuts.
Yo. Wait a minute.
All right, bro.
Yo, bro.
All right, bro.
What's up, bro? Nah, I don't know that man. I don't look like that man.
Yeah, they don't look alike.
Come on, bro.
Nah.
You don't see it, bro?
Nah, bro. Nah. You been looking too hard.
Yeah, bro. You bugging, dog.
All right.
My bad.
No,
I got us all sidetracked. Look,
bro.
This is about serious things.
All right. Anyway, jumping back into it though. All right. So my last team I have making the playoffs is Blazer 5 as the ticket team. They're going
So Blazer 5 is winning this.
Yeah. Magic Gaming 2.0.
Respect Blazer 5, please.
Magic Gaming 2.0 is what they'll be.
Please respect them.
Please respect them. All right. So, do you guys, your non-playoff teams, do you have any type of rankings, or do you just want me to throw them in the dumpster? Like, what's your teams that are like right on the cusp of making playoffs?
The Wizards. I mean, they're not like. Do we have who is playing center for them? Is it Glowski or Nudini?
That's a good question.
I would assume.
I know Glowski has experience playing center, but I don't know.
I would assume Dini. I would assume it's Nudini playing center.
I would likely think that too. So I think they'll be. Actually, I don't know if they might be borderline. I don't know. The Heat will be borderline.
So you have the Heat next. Okay. All right. Who else? Or who's next?
Let me think.
All you have left. I mean, you have teams like the Celtics. You have.
Celtics. Celtics. Yeah, they ain't.
Raptors.
They ain't nice.
So who's the?
Actually, I might take the Celtics over the Wizards and put Heat at number 7 and then put the Wizards at 9.
Okay.
I don't.
So you have Heat at 7 and you have Celtics at 8.
And then who's the other team?
You have Oz
I think.
game. You have Oz. You have
Oh, it's just
Magic.
us.
You have Magic, and you have Hornets. What about your Hornets, Steve?
Um, put them at the bottom.
Like
I don't
last.
remember which Yeah, whatever conference they're in, they're the
They're
bottom,
in the
and
East.
it's not off talent. So I don't want because listen, I know how Sant gets. Listen, this isn't the week to crown. All right, you crown, y'all gotta jump me.
That's why your camera.
But y'all's locker room is gonna be walking
So,
hell.
basically, wait. So the four teams you have left is Oz, Raptors, Magic, and Hornets. You got to put those teams in order. Give me those teams in order.
Oh, wait, what's the teams again?
It's Raptors, Oz, Magic, Hornets for you.
Okay, no. Let me stop trolling. Hornets is better than all of those teams. So put the Hornets the next best thing,
Okay.
and then let's see. It's Oz. Who else?
It's Oz, it's Magic, and it's Raptors.
Do I think Oz is better than Magic? Yeah, give me Magic over Oz, and then Oz game in next, and then whatever the last team was.
So say that one more time. Say it again. You say it one more time for the people in the back.
So I said Hornets.
Okay, Hornets.
Damn.
And then you have the Hornets. You have do you have Oz or Raptors last? Who's last?
Raptors last, and then Oz above them.
That man. Don't you work for? Don't you manage Jerry's social media, man? He's gonna be disappointed in you.
Yeah. I love Jerry, man. He's a good fucking guy, man. A good fucking dude. His team sucks though. Great fucking guy though. Love him.
But you're telling me he's in a bad situation.
See, okay, part of that is because Jiden and DJ are no slouches. They're definitely no slouches. DJ is a good player, best shooting power forward in the league. The question is their defense and their PG, because Jiden was really bad defensively last year. DJ wasn't very good defensively. He wasn't awful. He wasn't no bad defender by any means, but he definitely didn't stick out as no defender by any means. And then you got Lawridge. I don't really know. I don't know. I've had the guy blocked for a year. I don't watch him, so I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I don't know. Like I don't know.
All right. Okay.
And then Raptors. I mean, that's self-explanatory.
Okay. So that's your Eastern Conference. Going over to you, Big Face. I know you've kind of had a little bit of time to kind of think about this a little bit. Who you got as like your right out? You know, you're kind of your borderline teams right outside the playoffs type, and then the other teams as well.
For the East, just right outside the playoffs. I'm gonna start with the Heat. I got the Heat just out.
Okay.
Then I got the Cavs.
Okay.
So Heat, Cavs. I would say Celtics next.
So you have Heat, Cavs, Celtics.
Yeah, as my first three out. And then who do I have left? I got Hawks. I'm not saying Hawks next. I'm just saying all the teams I remember. So it's Hawks. It's Magic. It's Raptors.
I'm surprised you had the Hawks so low.
You know what?
Why?
No. I'm gonna move the Celtics down one. Put the Hawks above the Celtics.
Okay, so it's gonna be Heat, Cavs, then Hawks, and then Celtics.
Yeah,
okay.
Heat, Cavs, Hawks, Celtics. And then I'm gonna go. Magic, Raptors, and then close out with Hornets.
Okay, so Magic, Raptors, and then the Hornets are last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe, you
Okay. Wow. It's interesting to see everyone's. That's why I love seeing everyone's opinions because it's like, I don't know, we all have very different not like obviously there's some things that are consistent, but like our teams near the bottom are a little interesting.
Hold on.
Wait, why do you think the Hawks are so bad?
I don't think the Hawks are so bad. I think that they're not going to end up top 5 and just not win the ticket. But I also think that like they're in that same class of the other 3 teams that I have on that side. So like Heat, Cavs, Celtics. I think that they're all going to kind of be jockeying for position. So I think that that's kind of interchangeable.
And
And
what makes you believe Oz is better than them? Just asking.
I think that what we're seeing out of Oz right now, we're gonna see a pretty slow start for them. As that team kind of like gets acclimated to fouls, gets Harry acclimated. But I think that Moody's gonna have them right, and I think that they're probably gonna go on a similar run to what the Blazers did in the steal in the ticket. So I don't think that they're gonna be 6th in like how they finish reg season, but I do think that I could see them running the table in the ticket. Really quickly, am I missing something? Because where's the magic on yours, Grizz?
Oh yeah, I might be. Wait, yeah. Where is the magic? Where is the magic on his? I might.
Magic above
I might have
Oz
put.
and Raptors.
I might have put a. Oh,
Oh,
I
you
put the
put
Hornets twice. I
two
put the Hornets twice. Yeah.
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 Okay. I was so confused because I was like, am I missing a team? That was what I was trying to jog my head on. Yeah.
No, they ain't that bad.
Wait. So where are the Magic at? They're at 10.
Yeah, I put them at 10 because I was gonna put them at 11 and keep, but they're gonna be fighting in the first week. There's just no way somebody don't swing on one of them. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Word.
Yeah. Word. All right. For me, I'm gonna have. I actually have to see who I have outside of this because I'm a lot different than you guys. Well, not a lot different, but I like the Wizards. Yeah, I like the Wizards right outside of this. I think who I'm missing. Shit. Wizards. Matt, I'm just throwing teams on here that I see that I'm missing, and then I'm gonna put them in order because I honestly don't know who I'm missing. Magic. Oz, I think is gonna be last. I think Oz and Hornets are gonna be fighting for last place, like legitimately fight, like seeing who can be worse, the more dog shit. So those 2 teams are gonna be at the bottom. It might be Oz in 5v5. I think that the Celtics will be a bottom 3 team as well. I don't think FT is gonna figure it out in 5v5. I think 3v3 is where he just lives. I think he'll just live in 3v3.
Wow.
So yeah. I think that up next I already have the Magic on here. I have the Hawks up there. Raptors. I'll put the Raptors at. I'll put them at 10. I'll put the Raptors at 10. Because I honestly think that their backcourt is a lot better than most of those backcourts that I just talked about, and I think that's going to kind of be what elevates them a little up. I think their center position, I don't know, like it's like not that Steam's a bad player. It's just I don't think that like if having him at center, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel a little mixed feelings on that one. All right, who am I missing? Cavs. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'll put the Cavs at I'm gonna put the Cavs at 7. I'm gonna put the Cavs at 7. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the Cavs at 7. So let me ask, based off of this conference, who has the worst? Like what is one team out of I'll start with you, Grizz. What is one team based off of me and Big Face's teams for playoffs? What's one team that you just completely disagree with, and what is one team that's out of our picture for playoffs that you just think should absolutely be in the playoff picture?
Completely disagree with. Um, I think Oz and Grizz might be the only two, but even then, like, nah, I can't see it. Yeah, it would be Oz and Grizz. I'm not seeing what you seeing. Um, but
Thank you
I
for the
mean,
host, Book. Appreciate it.
I'm open to being wrong. So those are the two things.
What about you, Big Face?
I can see a reality where all of the teams that we have selected make playoffs. I don't see B5 as the number one seed. But I think the one team that I don't see making playoffs that is currently listed is the Kings. I don't see that happening for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see Blazers can make the playoffs. I don't think as a one, but like Kings is the only one where I'm like I don't see them winning the ticket or placing top 5 in their conference.
Yeah. Mine that I really disagree with. I'm very shocked to see how high you are on that Wizards team, Big Face. I mean, not saying they're not going to make playoffs, but like I was shocked to see like. I mean, I kind of feel like they are like a 50-50 team for me, so I can kind of understand maybe they're there, but like I feel like that's more of a team that maybe we have like a story in like the ticket, but for me, Oz and Wizards over like teams like the Cavs, the Heat, even the Hawks. Like you being how low you are on the Hawks, I think the Hawks are definitely going to be like that number 5 team, if not higher.
Like I said before, I think
Yeah.
who I have. So first off, I don't think Oz is going to be, like I said, 6th regular season. Who I have 7 through 10, I think all of them are interchangeable on where they could end up.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Wizards, I'm sorry, you gonna have to make them not make the playoffs before I go there not making the playoffs. You got to show me because everybody said it was over when they
Drop
draft.
JBM.
Yeah, when they lost JBM.
When they lost JBM.
Oh wait, who said that?
Wait to during the draft last year. That was the conversation that happened.
A lot of people didn't listen. It wasn't the expectation necessarily that they were going to be bad. It was the expectation that they wouldn't like be in the final. Like you can't sit here and look at me in a straight face and tell me that they were going to be in the finals without Jack.
Am I the only one who saw it? Like, I thought the discussion was literally any PG could go into the Mavs game. I mean, into the Wizards system and win. They literally all like. I thought everybody
that was a conversation. That was a conversation that started going after Jack. Like that.
They used to discredit Cap after the fact.
Yeah. Now. I'll be honest with you. That's that was not something that people were talking about beforehand. Before, like people were like, "Oh God, now Cap." So, like they were like you're going from Jack to Cap. Like it was a big deal. I don't think anyone was like going around and saying that that any PG could basically play there.
I mean, they had 4 out of the 5 players, so I kind of see it. But now, like, their team is kind of all out of they're all out of sorts right now. Like everything is just kind of up in the like. Nudini is not playing his regular position. I mean, you got a new backcourt that you've never seen before. Witness coming off not the greatest season, if we're being completely honest. Actually, he was not very good at all, or at least relative to his expectations anyway. Cap, he came in with low expectations, so I would say honestly, he kind of exceeded it for the most part. He wasn't like he picked it up in the playoffs a lot, but I also like he's not one of them PGs that wow you. He just does enough to where your team won't lose with him. Like I don't know if I don't know if he elevates that team, but he definitely doesn't make them worse by any means. So like I don't know. Like I just don't see them like being all too crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean it's still like Awkward and Nudini are still gonna like figure it out.
I also don't think
they're not gonna be the worst.
I don't think Cap is gonna be that bad. Personally, I think.
I don't think so either. But I don't think he's gonna be like the way y'all are like hitting on the Kings backcourt. Like I don't know how like I don't know like y'all are very high on 2 guys that weren't like I don't know. We don't have really much to go based off of.
There's a very big difference between the Kings and the Wizards with what you just said. They have a actual system and culture in place. So like I'm still not down on them to the point where I don't think that professionalism gets them over the hump. Like I haven't seen that from the Kings to go, yeah, they got, players that aren't going to wow me, but like there's something about that team that's going to make them outkick their coverage. I don't see that.
It's crazy because I literally had them in a chip or bust situation with Dimes, and then like now I don't have them being like I have them making playoffs, but like first round exit, yeah, I can see it.
No, I mean, dude, the way the league goes, though, it's so like 5v5. There's a lot of good teams. Like a lot of teams purely build off of 5v5. Like there were some teams that did try 3v3 this year and try to build around it, but like a lot of these teams are a lot stronger in the 5v5 and things. And a lot of teams like it's kind of like a lot of teams get stuck in like the middle. That they all get that like they get clustered up with all these other teams, and it just kind of like puts them in like this weird spot where like they're good but they're in the middle. So I mean,
Mavs gaming, Mavs gaming.
I don't know. I think Mavs is 1 year away from being like a much better team. I think that they're a rebuilding team, which there's nothing wrong with that. I think that this league we need to start like I don't know, like
Who are they rebuilding around though? Like who would be like? I don't think any of their core three is something worth like.
but it's like the Nets last
Like
year.
it's Glow.
I look at them. I look at them like I look at the Nets last year. I mean, the Nets last year had pieces like they had role player pieces. They just needed that superstar there. There's no superstar right now in I mean, down in Dallas. You name who's the superstar down there? Anybody?
I don't. That's my whole point. Like they don't really have like what's the superstar that they're gonna draft?
Benzo.
Like who's the guy that's gonna take them over the?
He ain't
You think they're gonna be so ass they're gonna get number one pick?
You never know.
That's kind of crazy.
I mean, the Hawks got the number one pick. The Hawks got the number one pick, and they weren't the worst team. Like you never know.
But they were dog shit last year. Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. The way I look at it, I mean, I think.
oh wait, let me see where you even had the Mavs. Hold on, because I don't. Oh wait, no, we're not even on that part.
Yeah, we're not.
On I was about to say.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah. So as I was saying though, let's move. We'll move on to the Western Conference, just because I want to get things moving. But moving on to the Western Conference, I'm gonna start with you, Big Face. Who do you got as like what's your order for the Western Conference?
Hey, let me look at the teams I don't have in. Number 7, I'm gonna go with Dukes.
Dukes. Okay.
Number 8, I'm going to go with the Pacers.
Okay, so you have Dukes, Pacers. Okay.
Dukes, Pacers, Blazers. No. My bad. Dukes, Pacers, Jazz, Blazers.
Pacers, Jazz, Blazers.
No. Switch that. Blazers, Jazz. My bad. Blazers,
Jazz. Okay.
Blazers. I'm making sure I get them right.
Oh, good.
Blazers, Jazz, and then I got 2 teams left. I'm going to go Mavs, and then I'm going to go Kings.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then who were the last 2 teams? I'm sorry.
Mavs at 11, Kings at 12.
Mavs at 11, and then Kings at 12. Wow. Man, that was a playoff team for my guy Grizz over there, man.
I don't see it for the Kings. Not right now.
Interesting. Grizz, let me hear yours.
What? Sorry, I don't pay much attention to this conference if it's not B5. So let me see. Dukes. Dukes at 7. I think they're gonna be pretty good. So I'm gonna get Dukes at 7.
Am I missing something? Wait, am I missing something on this Dukes
wait,
team?
no, wait, hold on. Lakers at 7, and then Dukes at 8.
Am I missing something on this Dukes team? Like, am I like just oblivious?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I must be oblivious. I don't know.
Because wait, where do you think that they go? Because I think their 3 through 5 is really good. Beavis, I mean, he's consistently good. Hezcap was really good last year. I've been hearing great things about Ghana.
how good was Vandy in 5v5 last year?
We're not going to talk about that.
That's my thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just, I don't know.
Wait. Did you ask how good Dukes was last year?
No, how good? Yeah, well, Dukes was bad in 5v5 last year, and
who did you ask was how good?
It was Vandy. Vandy's on Dukes. That's why I'm asking how good was Vandy
last
year.
Oh, no, he sucked last year.
Yeah, so Vandy was bad
but
last
also,
year.
That was
Dukes was bad last year.
That was also the one pre-draft we've never seen Vandy touch his controller. So, considering he was actively playing, I would assume he would, because I mean he played like maybe the first month, but the guy didn't like he took a whole like year break and then came back. Of course, like I'm not gonna say of course because there's players that come back and are still good, but like Vandy is a guy who's known for like he's a pre-draft nerd. Like he's one of the greats in terms of retail, but like him not playing at all was like, I mean, the nigga sucked because of that. Like, I don't think it was any deeper than him just not playing the game. And I mean, he played this off season, and I mean, Vandy looked pretty good for the most part. Granted, I mean, his hands are a bit cold right now. He hasn't played at all, but I'm still a Vandy believer. I think Killy has upside. We don't know what we're gonna get, but like there's a lot of hope in that backcourt, and we've seen Vandy do more with less. So like, hey, I don't think Dukes is a bad team.
What about you? What about you, Big Face? What do you see in Dukes? Like, because you have them as a playoff team, right? Or am I correct? Not correct. No, yeah, no. You don't.
I had them like earlier today. I had them as my 3 winner. I switched over to Lakers. To be honest with you, like just getting most of that team is pretty much the Bright Lights team that went to UPA. And if there's one thing that they have been like very steady and very consistent. In fives. We just watched Killy and Low-Key just take it to a whole nother level in 3. And if they can stay at that level, then like this team is going to be in the playoffs. But if they, regress to the mean and the other players do what we've seen them do, they're going to be fighting in that 5 to 7-ish range, could possibly make the playoffs, might have to fight through the ticket. So like we'll see. I don't think that they're going to be bad. I think that they're on the cusp, and couple regular season wins here or there is going to make the difference for everybody.
One thing I will say though is I don't think Hezcap is going to get any better as a shooter playing with Vandy, because Vandy be kind of setting up his lockdowns with bombs. Like I'm gonna be honest, like sure Wolf was not a good shooter last season, but he shot a lot of Vandy's bombs for like no reason. Like Hezcap already has issues shooting. He looked pretty good in threes, but for the most part, Hezcap had his struggles with shooting in his first year. And then you put him with Vandy, a guy who like notoriously gives his lockdowns fucking free bombs. Like I don't know if he gets better as a shooter on this team. So that's going to be one point of concern.
That problem though.
Huh?
Here's how we're solving that problem. Icon L2, because Low-Key shooting the ball.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but I still think that Duke's team is they'll be borderline.
You think they'll be borderline? Okay. I mean, listen, I listen. If that's what you think, everyone has their own takes. I don't think that team's going to be that good either. Okay. All right, so I'll give my rankings, and we'll get again. I want to get this going because I don't want to hold everyone too long. As I was saying, so what were your rankings on the Western Conference, Chris? Because I don't think I got your rankings.
Oh snap! Borderline, I got Dukes. Oh wait, no, I got Lakers 7, Dukes 8.
You got Lakers. You have Lakers, Dukes. Okay. Who's after Dukes?
I got Pacers.
You have Pacers.
And
you guys you're low on the Pacers. Wait, are you both low on the Pacers? Oh, you have 8 for Pacers. Huh?
What's the other teams?
Pacers. Mavs.
Give me Mavs next. Wait. Yeah, give me Mavs next.
Did you put the Grizz yet?
No. No, I did not.
Do you want to put the Grizz yet, or are you still
No.
no?
No, I'm good. Actually, no, wait. No, I'm good. Cause Spartan's playing lock. No, I'm straight. Uh,
So
I mean,
you have Mavs at 10.
yeah. And then yeah, give me Grizz at 11, and then I guess Jazz Gaming's the worst. Damn.
Damn.
All right, Jazz Gaming. I didn't take y'all for that ass, but I guess when putting it in perspective, like, yeah, my bad, bro. I mean, y'all not gonna be the worst team in the league, though.
Nah,
Hey,
he said you guys are gonna be
Raptors
ass.
GC definitely, you know what I mean?
Damn, you're booking it. You're saying Raptors are going to be the worst team in the league this year.
I think the three worst in the Eastern Conference might. Well, nah, because while I think the Hornets locker room is gonna fall apart in week one, I also don't like. They're just way more talented than the Jazz, though. So I don't know if I'm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Jazz might be one of the worst. But
Who was your second to last? Who was your second to last team? I forgot.
wait, hold on. What was
Grizz.
What was the other team?
Was it Grizz?
Oh yeah, Grizz Gaming. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Actually, wait. Why am I so low on them?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
they got Reese. They got Reese.
They
CP
got-
good. He had a pretty good pre-draft. They have dimes. It's just Spartan at lock is just like it's irritating me, dog. Like, bro, he should be a power forward, bro. He plays power forward. Why is he playing like Russian roulette?
Start this off. That's why Fluke Lock was supposed to be on the team. You just
Nah, that's facts, bro.
you go get
Bro.
breakout. You put Spartan at the 4 and you replace Johnny Red with Reese. Like that's a competent team. They missed that, and I don't know how they missed that. That's been
I
bugging,
really don't, bro.
been
You
bugging
know
me
what? He's right, bro. Yeah, they bugging me.
for a
But
minute.
I don't know. Can I move them anymore? I think yeah, let me put them above Mavs. They still got Reese, bro. Reese too nice. Yeah, they because Mavs don't got no stars, bro. And that's also irritating me, dog. Because they like the slightly above average team. Like everybody on there just slightly above average. Actually, yeah, yeah, yeah,
All right. So
yeah.
wait.
But swap them two out at 10.
Uh,
Put Grizz at 10 and then Mavs at 11.
yeah. So again, you have the Mavs low. Big Face has
I
the
guess
Mavs
I
low.
do.
I'm saying we're talking about the Benzo sweepstakes. There's a team right there that could be in the mix.
Yeah, but that's Jazz game. Actually, no. That's Raptors all the way. Oh wait, do they have their pick?
No.
That was
Yeah,
wild.
no, because I asked that not even assuming, like, I just assumed that they didn't have their pick because it's Raptors GC. They never have their pick for some
No,
reason.
I think they do. Oh, wait, I think they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, they about to get Benzo. I didn't want to be too bad next year.
Yeah. Sorry, Mooch.
Oh, no, Mooch staying, right? Well, no, Mooch staying. Hold on, who else on their team?
They have Mooch and Gazuli.
Oh, yeah. Nah, yeah. Get Mooch out of here. Damn, Mooch, you're good too. You're good too, Mooch. That's the craziest part. It's just like, is Benza right there? Hey, but Mooch, you're still a Hooper dog. Hey, I ain't hating.
You said you're still my
Your
dog.
team
You're still my
just,
dog, but it's
yeah,
all right.
yeah, we still locked in type shit. We locked in, but you kind of ass at center, or I'm gonna assume you ass.
I mean, Benzo can
But you're
go
still my dog, though.
Hey, Benzo can go to center. We'll put Benzo on center.
Why would you play Benzo at center?
I know.
I mean, not that he's a good center. It's just the fact that why would you like you're drafting Benzo to play center? Are we joking? What is that like? It's such a waste of pick.
Oh my god.
And again, it's not like Benzo is not like he could be number one at center. It's just the fact that like what the fuck are you doing taking the center number one that's not named Rhea or Dayfry? And even then, Dayfry fell to the second. I don't know. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, but
draft
that's
center at
different.
number one.
That's different. The
Yeah.
season one draft was like fucked up, like the way it was set up. That's a totally different. Yeah, that's different. But
Mooch, it's Grizz. I
yeah.
still love you though. I still love
Still,
you though.
that's crazy. That is
Hey,
crazy.
you're still a good player, but yeah, nah, we take Benzo. We trade the house for Benzo.
Damn. Okay. All right. For me, I'm gonna go. Do I have the Lakers in the playoffs? Right? Yeah, I do have the Lakers in the playoffs. Um, shoot. Who do I not? Who do I have on the border? Um, damn. Do I have the Pacers in the playoffs? I don't have them in the playoffs. I have the Pacers borderline. I think the Pacers are a team that are going to be fighting for that spot. I'm gonna have the shit, man. What am I missing? Grizz. I'm a lot higher on the Grizz than most of you guys.
Not higher than I am.
Oh wait. Oh shit. I keep forgetting you had it. Yeah, way higher than Grizz is. Like, you're high on the Grizz. I got Grizz in that middle run team. I think they're a team that, I mean, they're probably gonna be better. They were good in pre-draft. I mean, like you said, they did kind of sell the bag a little bit.
They sold, but you're putting the Finals MVP on the team with his point guard and with Reese, and you telling me
They are a scary team come next year.
No, I think
Next year they will be a damn scary team.
I do think they're a little scarier than actually.
It's just Spartan at lock, bro.
I like them. I like them at 6. I'm putting them at 6. I'm actually gonna move with 6. I like them at 6.
Damn. Okay, wait. Why are we all so low on Pacers? Because I just don't like range at lockdown, but I'm just not getting why everybody else is low on them because y'all haven't mentioned anybody that is like making them questionable.
No, I do like range at lock. I also really like a range in Jason X PNR. I have just heard very mixed reviews on what green light looks like right now. So that's where I'm kind of like, I don't know. If he shows out, they'll make it into the playoffs. I think the West is easier to get into the playoffs than the East would be. But
how the times have changed.
I mean, the East is a gauntlet this year, especially that A group.
Bro, you had the Kingsguard gaming group with a really good backcourt at dead fucking last. Yeah. That West team, that West side is no like.
I don't.
Niggas are nice.
I'm not as high on them as you are.
It's not even that. I'm not even saying that. It's just like the fact that 2 players of that caliber could be considered at the bottom of the West, and we still think that the East is better.
Watch this. 7 through 11 in the East. In my rankings in the East, I think could all compete in the West.
Yeah, but 5 and 6 couldn't compete in the West. Well, I guess.
Whoa, what?
No, I don't think because I'm not. I think we're holding on to the fact that the Wizards this year gaming is just Wizard District gaming. We're not even really going based off of like, bro, we don't even know what Nudini looks like at center. Cap and that backcourt is a complete gray area. Like, we're just going based off of like, they're Wizards District gaming. They'll figure it out.
I'm gonna live with that, just like how the Patriots still found a way to sneak into the playoffs without Brady that first year. I'm sorry, until someone kills him, I'm not taking.
Respect Mac Jones. Respect Mac Jones.
Right, but Mac Jones ain't Tom Brady. Get it? Glowski's not Day Fry. Get it? But they just came from the finals, bro. Like, you got to kill them before I say that they not getting in. I don't got them as the 1 seed, but they getting in.
Yeah, fine.
I'm sorry.
Wait. Hold on. Because, I meant to ask, why are you low on the Hawks? But
once again, what I said, that 7 through 10 group, I think is interchangeable. I think
no, but even then, I would think that they would be a lock for the most part. Like, even Champ, he wasn't high on Hawks at all, and he still has them as like a lock in the playoffs. So why what makes them all the way down to 9? But a team like Oz Gaming that have clear ass question marks could be 6.
I already said what I said about Oz. I don't think they're going to finish 6th in the regular season. I expect them to have one of those ticket runs. I think Heat, Cavs, Celtics, and Hawks are all going to be bunched up around each other, and it's going to be a couple of games here or there deciding who gets placed where. I don't really think there's that big of a gap between where I got the Heat and where I got the Celtics. I just think all four of those are kind of mashed up together.
Fair enough. I might be biased because we're Sammy respecters in this household, so I think Sammy, Glizzy, seems just like no, we don't know, but I mean, I trust Glizzy regardless, and then Hot Shot historically has been really good. He had one bad season, so now like people are gonna run with that and assume that Hot Shot is just some like it's Hot Shot, bro. I trust that Hot Shot is gonna be Hot Shot. D-Mac, I've never really watched him, so I don't know. I don't know, but the rest of the team is just so good that I couldn't see a universe where they're not like. I feel like they're one of the guaranteed locks, like in my opinion. But I think
So you feel like they're one
y'all
of
are
the and you got them winning the ticket. That's how wild the Eastern
actually
Conference.
no. Yeah, in fact, let me bump them up to 4. Bump them up to 4 and put
Wait,
the Cavs down to the ticket winner.
wait. Who you bump up the 4?
The Hawks.
You're
Give me
about
Hawks at 4, Knicks at 5, Cavs at 6. We're Sammy respecters in this household. I really got 4.
Too, but did you watch Stick? Did you not watch
We
what?
are we are Sammy respecters until further notice. Stick is fantastic. Stick is fantastic, but I'm also questioning consistency with the Knicks backcourt. I mean, Radiant's a guy who starts off super fucking slow a lot of times. I mean, he's did it in like 2 seasons now. Not last season. He started off really well, but fucking what's it called? What season was it? He was playing like a bottom tier PG at the beginning of the year. Like Radiant is like a hit or miss. I think they're gonna get a slow start from him, but they're still gonna be really good when it's all said and done. I don't know about the whole type and Brandon PNR thing, especially. I'm not gonna lie. Look, he's my guy, but Merck has not looked good at this game at all. Like it was especially whenever he was playing on bright lights with Goofy and Vandy, it was fucking terrible. I like it was really bad. So I don't know. Yeah, in fact, actually, maybe put the Knicks at 6. They might be at 6. No,
damn.
because I can't talk about inconsistency and then put the Cavs above them. Yeah, keep them at 5. Keep them at 5.
Damn.
But yeah, we Sammy respecters in this household.
That's fair enough. So I do want to kind of get like again. I want to get your guys like final thoughts on awards real quick, and then get done with the stream because it's been 2 hours. I want to get this done because this is again the stream. Once the games start tomorrow, everyone's opinions change. You know what I mean? Everything changes. I'd like to get it on the record. Your guys' opinions on who do you guys think is going to be award winners, and we're gonna get your NBA 2K League champion this year. All right. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna actually transition over into the quick awards. These are your guys' final power rankings. Correct? Is there anything that you guys want to change on here before we get off of power rankings?
No.
No, you guys are both
Nope.
good. You're both chilling. All right, cool. All right, cool. So we are gonna transition to to this last phase because I know once games start tomorrow, there's nothing we can go back on. So let me delete this. This is all old stuff from last year. So
Please don't make me bite my words. I'm begging. I'm begging, bro. I'm basically begging.
okay. So we are going to go. We are going to run through this. We've already had our. You guys already gave me your tip-off champions and all this stuff. We're just going to run through this rapid fire, give quick discussions, and then we're going to wrap it up.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to start with rookie of the year. Who do you guys have as your rookie of the year? I'm gonna have you big fist. I'll have you start it out. Give me your speech.
You want
Again.
to
Yes, I'm gonna go to you first on this one. Who do you?
will or should?
Well, should will win it.
Will is Greens.
Okay, so you have Greens as your rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean-
Will win it. Like, why do you think he's gonna win it?
The Nets are going to be absolutely fantastic. In fives, he's been absolutely balling out since threes. He's going to put up big numbers. He's going to be the showpiece when it comes down to all of this. So I think that he's going to win it, but I think that's also because he's just going to have more touches than who I think the other two finalists should be.
Who are the other two finalists?
Low key and Spammy.
Low key and Spammy. Okay. What about you, Grizz? Who do you got as your rookie of the year? It's basically your projection. So you're taking basically threes, but you're using fives as your projection. Basically, so let's say someone has a really strong finish to five, it could push them to that rookie of the year award. So, who do you have as your rookie of the year? You have Greens as well.
Yeah, I would have thought Glizzy on it at first, but Glizzy he didn't play in threes, so
So even if Glizzy goes out there on a tear in 5v5,
I don't think he will be that much better than Greens for that to even be a discussion. To be honest, I think they're going to both be really good, but I don't I don't think the gap is going to be that much different, even if he is better in 5v5.
Fair enough. All right. So for my rookie of the year, it is tough because Greens has been basically like running away with the award at this point. It really does. I mean, I think a lot of people came into the year and had kind of an idea if it was going to be him or Glizzy. At this point, for me, rookie of the year, I'm probably gonna have to. It's probably gonna end up being Greens. It's just so hard. He has such an overwhelming resume. I'm interested to see how much this changes over time. But I feel like we're all gonna be unanimous on this. Greens is probably gonna be rookie of the year. Defense player of the year, Grizz. I want to start with you first. Who do you think is gonna end up being the defense player of the year this year?
Okay, so this one might throw y'all for a loop, but I ain't gonna lie. Give me Hezcat. Actually, no. Give me Sammy. Give me Sammy for DPOY.
Okay. What makes him defense player of the year?
I mean, he's consistently been in the top 3 to 5 discussion every single year. I think this is the year he gets over the hump. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah.
Okay.
It's Sammy.
Okay. I'll give mine next. I think it's gonna be Stick. I think Stick is gonna end up being defense player of the year. I think this Knicks team is gonna be a really good. I think they're gonna be a good team. Actually, I'm missing. Hang on. I'm just looking over the locks real quick. Actually, Philippi. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Stick. I'm gonna stay with Stick on this one.
I thought you were about to say some wild shit.
No. I was looking at another player, but I don't really think.
That's your pick, champ. Move him up.
Wait, you don't. No, thank you.
Yeah, big face. So he Sammy respecter too.
No.
Actually, I'm gonna go with Doll 6.
D6, okay.
I'm gonna go with Doll 6.
Why did me bringing up Sammy remind you of Dawson's?
That didn't remind me of Doll 6. That's something that popped in my head. I have the list of teams.
Because they're white. Just say it.
What? Yo. Okay. Anyway, who do you got? Big Face.
I'm actually gonna go away from locks. And I'm going to say Connor.
Oh, damn! That's a good damn. Okay, that is a good one. I like that.
I
That's
think
a really good one.
I think he's just going to separate this season.
Wow. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's a really good one. All right. MIP. Is there anybody? Kind of MIP is kind of
most improved player. Most improved player.
Yeah.
Who could be most improved player?
Well, that's my thing.
Who was as and improved?
I'm not gonna say Aston improved, but I think
Kelly?
Huge step up from where they were. I was gonna go Kelly. Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
I'm gonna go Kelly most improved.
I kind of agree with Kelly too. I think Kelly's gonna end up taking
I
don't think there's anybody that It was like
Actually,
Antoine. What
no.
if Antoine? I mean, Antoine.
Nah, because give me Vandy. Give me Vandy. I see a Vandy comeback season. This is a legacy year. Because
It's a
if not, he's
legacy.
probably going to be out the league next year, if we're being completely fair. So give me Vandy legacy year, most improved player.
Okay.
Even though he didn't play one of the modes. Hopefully that doesn't hurt him. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna.
yeah, probably.
That's why I'm considering all of this in my picks as well.
Yeah, because that's why I defaulted to Kelly. But I with how much Vandy was ugly last year, there's a lot more room to leap.
I think Kelly's gonna run away with that award just because of
I think I'll say this, Grizz, if Vandy wins the most improved player, there's no way Dukes doesn't make playoffs and goes on a run.
Yeah, so Kelly's
Why do
gonna
you believe that?
so Kelly.
Vandy gonna take it from Kelly, so that means both of them hooping.
Yeah, there's no way. Like,
There's no way they don't make playoffs. If
there's no
Vandy,
way. There's not really a way for Kelly to not win it. Like
How
again,
can we guarantee that Kelly is gonna be like good in 5s too, though?
but
I mean,
but
no one get close to Kelly in most improved.
yeah. And the thing is, Kelly unless they win a title in 5v5, Kelly's gonna get it over him because they won a title.
Oh yeah, that's a real yeah. Give me
They,
Kelly.
they,
Damn. Yeah, sorry, Vandy. Yeah, that just makes more sense. Give me
Yeah.
Kelly.
like there's no way. I see what you're saying. Like
He would have to run away so far in 5v5. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see what y'all said.
Yeah. Okay. Who is your guys' coach of the year? Like, who do you guys think is going to be coach of the year this year? I'll start with you, Grizz, on this one, and then I'll go. I'll go after you.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Like, I don't really know the coaches like that, and I
Well, like go based off.
don't know what goes into coach of the year outside of winning.
When it's really what it
Because
goes
it
into.
just okay. So I guess with that, who the fuck is B5's coach? Give me that nigga.
Joe.
Give me. Joe is like an assistant coach, no?
He would be the person that gets the credit for coaching.
Yes. He's...
Wait, what about that dude I be seeing with like he be wearing hats a lot?
Mickey.
Makai, sure.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Whoever the coach for B5 is, he's coach of the year.
Joe would get that credit, so you're saying Joe.
Okay, so Joe Vegas. Give me Joe Vegas.
Okay.
Or
Okay. I don't have a picture of them, but okay. Who do you got? Big Face, because I gotta.
Yeah, I think I think I'm just gonna stick with who I believe is gonna have the most even consistent success from start to finish 3s to 5. Nick is gonna be coach of the year.
I like that. That's kind of who I'll be honest with you. That's kind of who I was thinking, but I want to kind of be a little different on this one.
That's kind of what I defaulted to, but like,
you know who I think. Well, let's see. T-Wolves did go to 2 finals for the Banners.
Yep.
God damn it. Well, the Pistons did. I mean, at the end of the day, the Pistons did win one. No, not the one. Trying to think. I mean, honestly, honestly, no. You know what? Who I got? That, but the problem
in the league, but I think when 5s come, that's what's going to bump Nick over.
Yeah. Why? What do you mean? Why didn't he get a nod for Rookie of the Year? We're going.
My top 3. I literally said he's a final.
Yeah. I would agree. I would agree. Yeah, I would agree that those guys are like the 3 right now that are in the race. I mean, one of these guards. I mean, can one of these rookie guards step up? Yes. One of them could step up to the plate, but I think that the point is that Greens is just going to have way more like touches, and he's just going to have way better stats. That it's going to be hard for anyone to win rookie. It's hard to win Rookie of the Year over a point guard. It really is. But you know who I think could be a low key like Coach of the Year candidate? Kurt. I know it's like if the Nets are good,
I like that one.
I think Kurt could be Coach of the Year if the Nets come out here in 5v5, and again, if they're what I project they're going to be, like if they end up winning one of these tournaments, making the playoffs, making a run, I wouldn't hate. He stops if he's still like their proclaimed like coach. He's a coach slash like manager. So I mean, you can say coach of the year, GM of the year. He could still win the award. Frank, is he eligible for the award? Because he is, he should be eligible for the award. Am I correct? Am I wrong on this one? Like Kurt should be one of the candidates, like as one of the people. Am I right? I don't know. Maybe I'm off base on that one, but I think he's eligible. Yeah. So yeah, he's a manager, but he's also a coach. So I mean, I'll put him in my boat for my possible coach of the year.
Okay.
I don't have I don't have like pictures of them right now, but I'll update them in a bit. I want to jump over to MVP. Big Face. Who do you got as your MVP?
Shifty Kai. I got Kai.
Kai. Why Kai?
He's balling out in threes. I think he's gonna have to ball out in fouls for the T-Wolves to do what I expect them to do. Like I expect the T-Wolves to be a much better offensive team than defensive. So I think he's gonna have to ball out, and then that means his numbers will be up there. So I got Kai.
Okay. What about you? What about you, Grizz?
Let me get Jomar. Yeah, let me get Jomar. I like Jomar at MVP. Did I cut out?
You think? Wait. How? Explain why he would win MVP. Explain.
Why? Wait. Why is that something worth laughing about? First off, because he made playoffs and he was really good. Why are we acting as if that's like some? If he plays center, let me say this: if he plays center for B5, he will be MVP.
He is playing lock. He is playing lock.
Okay, then never mind. Give me. I don't know. Give me Claude then. Okay, I'm joking. All right, that was a joke. That one was a joke. Give me Kai. Fuck.
I'm not saying you have to pick Kai. It's just. All right.
God damn. Yo, it's like, why was Jomar so crazy? Y'all? I can understand if y'all reacted like that to like Claude, but why Jomar? What the fuck? That's the Puerto Rican sensation, man. Respect him.
Oh man. Okay.
Why are we laughing? Okay.
Come on.
Let's roll. All right.
We already said who we think is going to win the tip-off, and we said who we think is going to win the ticket. So it's just turning into a champion.
Yes. All right. Let's go. All right. Who do you got win the turn? Big Face.
I got the Warriors winning the turn.
All right, you got Warriors. Grizz, who do you got?
I got B5.
Hey, you got them winning a lot of things. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. Okay. All right. Title champ, Grizz. Who do you got? I got the fucking.
Okay.
I got the
T-Wolves. What do you think I have?
I got the T-Wolves winning the turn. Who?
Actually, you know what? I take it back. I got Warriors winning the turn. I got the Warriors winning the turn.
All right.
The best teams don't win banners. So let me get the Warriors.
All right. Who do you got winning the title, Grizz?
No, that's B5.
All right. All right. I got the Nets winning the championship this year in 5v5.
Bro, you picked the Nets the way he picked B5. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
yeah.
Why is either of those laughable takes?
I don't think the Nets is a laughable take, but he's picked the Nets for everything. Like he'd have picked the Nets to win the ticket if he could. But
oh shit. I just viewed that.
He's picked the Nets for everything. Dang. You know what, man? Give me the Bucks to repeat. Give me the Bucks to repeat.
Going back to back.
Give me the Bucks to repeat.
All right, you got Bucks. All right. And you said you got the Blazers, right, Grizz?
Yeah.
All righty then. All right, guys. Well, I'll update this graphic on social media. I do want to get off stream because it's been a while. I do want to kind of do some closing remarks, talk to the guys. Like I said, you guys have any bold takes, any final takes before you guys get off of here? Anything that you want to say about the season coming in? Anything that is on your mind that you're like, man, I got to get off before the 5v5 season starts. I'll start with you, Grizz, and then I'll go to Big Face.
I feel like I've fired off most of like what y'all would deem as crazy takes. I am still kind of like move Jomar to center so he can win MVP because I actually want to prove a point now. But like outside of that, I don't really got nothing. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
I think my hot take showed in the champion thing. Not that I necessarily think that the Bucks is a hot take, but I do think that winning a banner and winning a ring in the same cycle is going to be a stat that Dukes is going to hold on to as the only team that have done for a while. And I just think that the gauntlet that you're going to have to go through in the East, it's gonna be a West team that's firing on all cylinders and has a little bit more mental energy reserved for that finals. So I think the champion's going to come out of the West.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I appreciate both you, Big Face, and as well as Grizz. Thank you for coming on. Definitely hope to have you guys on, maybe sometime next week when they have. Well, I don't know when the bracket play officially comes out. Whenever the bracket comes, I'll probably have an actual bracket show where we can do some predictions of the bracket. Maybe kind of give our thoughts on the tournament so far. Maybe down the line. But I do appreciate you guys coming on here. Like I said, tomorrow 5v5 officially starts. It's exciting, and we'll be ready for the season. We'll be tuning in tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a good one.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
you too, man. Yeah, we respect B5 over here. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Let's talk, guys. Let's have a little bit of a closing remarks. Let's talk a little bit. All right. So I have come back for content. We had a good stream. We've been holding over 100 people this entire stream. Very interesting what's been going on. Let me actually fix this camera because it's driving me nuts. It's been a very interesting season, to say the least, for 3v3. Dukes Infinitos doing what they did. Maybe they can lead into 5v5 and hopefully be good. But I have to say, I will try to make the most of the content. I'll try to be in person for the tournament, but not sure if I'll be there or not. But I'd like to be there in person. For me, I don't really want to, spend the money on a Airbnb or hotel if I don't need to, because it's not cheap to go down there. But if I do go down there, like I said, come up, say what's up. If I've met you before, whatever, we'll just dap it up, say what's up. If you haven't met me before, like I said, come up to me, man, talk your shit, whatever. I don't care. Like, let's have a good time. Let's have fun with this. For me, I mean, I do this out of the fun for my to try to entertain you guys. I have not run any ads in this stream, as you guys have probably seen. There hasn't been ads running. I turned off ads. So like I said, if you guys do like this content and you guys want me to continue to make this content, please show some support. Make sure you guys sub up. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can continue to grow that, build this out. And like I said, I'll do this content as much as you guys support it. It seems like you guys miss this content. You want this content. I know that Harris said he's going to be streaming tonight. Let me check what time Harris is going to be streaming. Actually, let me try find out. Let me see if Harris is going to be streaming, so maybe I can host him. Yeah, I gotcha. Let me see if Harris is streaming. I did hear Harris may stream tonight. I'll put the YouTube link in the chat for you guys. You guys can know. I usually put past broadcasts up for the YouTube for all my streams. So you guys don't have to pay for it, but it takes a couple days. So If you guys do want to watch this broadcast back, it will be on my YouTube. So please make sure you guys go over and subscribe to my YouTube. We're gonna look for somebody to host on Twitch. If there's somebody that I like to usually host lower streamers, people who don't have a huge following. So if there's somebody that you guys would like me to host, let me know. I'll be more than happy to host them. But like I said, I'll probably be out for the I'll try to be out for the tip-off. I have to see with my job if I can get off for that day. But if not, like I said, I'll be cheering on all my friends in the NBA 2K League. Even though, I may never be a part of it, but it is what it is, For me, it's, I want to see the league thrive, any way I can. Even though there's people who don't agree with what I do, it is what it is, Like I said, I just want to see the better for this league. Post Queen. Let me see. Let me find her thing. Let me check.